My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I didn't want to do a video until Wednesday, but I decided to finish off that page on the website that now we can just direct people where to go. We can basically just send them a link to the website. They can go on there and they can see the demonstrations under fake projectors, fake demonstrations, and fake screen paint products. All right. Also, too, thank you to my customers. These are orders that just came in today for gunmetal technology. As I said before, that our demonstrations are what we do over here, back up everything that we do. We do demonstrations that no one else will do, and we do them all live. And when you do demonstrations on that level, people can see the difference between a fake demonstration and a real demonstration. This is why no matter how many fake demonstrations this person does against us, our product still sells. And that's just today. We still got all until Friday, so it's gonna be a pretty busy couple of days. All right, so I'm gonna show you something. Anytime that we do a product over here, we have to display the unboxing. Anytime I bring a projector through here, whether it be screen paint, whatever it is, there has to be a label displayed and there has to be an unboxing, showing that we didn't fabricate the product here, that the product was purchased and it was unboxed. Look at all them screen paints down there that I haven't even tested yet. I haven't even tested all new products. Haven't tested. I'll get around to that later. I'm busy. Okay, so like I said, we have to show a label, and the label must be presented at all times in any demonstration that we do. I looked over, somebody broke down, and I said some interesting friends. Somebody broke down Crow's video of him doing the Black Nova. He never displayed the label. He had the container this way and never showed off the label. You might as well show the label off anyway. You're not gonna get sued on that. You're gonna get sued for what you did on taking a copyrighted label into a Home Depot. That's what you're being sued over. But you can flash those labels. It doesn't make a difference. You're not gonna get sued on that. That's a bit simple side-by-side demonstration. You're not gonna get sued on that. You got sued. You're getting sued for copyright infringements. That's what you're getting sued on because you took a product down to a Home Depot and you tried to make that product. So there's gonna be counterfeit charges on that. A couple other charges are gonna be stacked on top of that. That's what you violated. That's what you're getting sued over. But showing up a label, you're not gonna get sued on. So remember I said I'm gonna do a video till Wednesday. I don't have to. You already posted to the website. So right now this website has been linked. My website gets hit all over the world. Everybody from all over the world hits my site. So right here we have the fraud page. We have it here and we have it under shopping cart. We have the products here that we tested. We have his product we tested on the gray screen paints. And we have the demonstration of me testing gray primer on my screen and his screen. Yeah, sure. And then we have some demonstrations down here on fake knockoff projectors, warning you not to go near them. And then we got some other things we're going to be putting on there also too. All right, so let's show you something here real quick. So this is what I find kind of, that's why I say you got to be careful. People will fake demonstrations left and right. Interesting. See how that video is right there? Watch this. That video is gone now. He deleted that video that fast. You know why he deleted that video? Because he was running his mouth in that video about something stupid. And I guess someone advised him to pull it down. Yeah, because like I said, you know, you have to take this real. You are being sued, okay? So you have to take that real. But you have to understand also too is that if you're doing an unboxing on our product, we know you're gonna do, you're not gonna be fair about it. We know that from the door. And what I find interesting about this particular individual, he wants to do reviews on other people's products, but he doesn't want anybody doing reviews against his product. As you see in the future, as we try to buy from him, he will cancel our orders right from the door, even go as far as pull down his eBay listing to make sure we don't touch that product. But you want to review everybody else's product, and this would make sure you're an unfair individual. So let's go over here. We don't care about that. We don't care if you flash or you're being sued. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference if you take my logo and you set it on fire or whatever you want to do. It's already set in stone. You are already being sued. So it doesn't make a difference what you do. At the end of the day, you're still going to go to court. At the end of the day, you're still getting sued. So it doesn't make a difference. That doesn't bother me one bit. You'll get that understanding once those papers get there, and you could read through that. And then, like I said, I would strongly advise you to get an attorney. I really would. All right, so let's go from here. Let's see what we got going on here. We're going to videos. I'm gonna show you this so-called paint-on demonstration that was supposed to be of a Black Nova. And I find it interesting that no unboxing was done. Nothing showed that the item was purchased. As far as he's concerned, he could have went on our website and he could have printed out that label, or even on Facebook, because their labels are on Facebook, he could have printed out the label, put it onto a container, and did it that way. But you have no shipping box, nothing showing that you purchased that item. Nothing at all. So let's go over to, let's see, over here, over here. So that's the demonstration you try to do against the, what was it? The demonstration you try to go against our gunmetal gray screen. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for you. I got 60 orders for those coming in, including one from a big company who ordered a ton of paint from us. Yeah, good luck on that one. All right, so let's move down. Like I said, people can tell the difference. When you're doing demonstrations and you're in the dark constantly all the time, and people notice that now because that's your trademark now of being stuck in the dark with overpowered projectors, that's the picture you, and just say, not to be funny, you paint it for yourself. We're known for doing demonstrations in fully lit environments. I do so many demonstrations in fully lit environments. I have people that will scream at me and say, can you freaking do a video with the lights out? That's how many videos we do with the lights on, because we do ambient light projection technology. All right, so we already proved this video to be a fake because this is a video that we did a live stream with his products laying against our black screen paint. And we did the exact same video as he displayed in his video, and it came up completely different. So we already know we exposed him on that one. Let's go over to the paint-on demonstration of the Black Nova. Let's see. I love how he puts this like he's supposed to be the Hulk. And so, dude, I'm a 7-3 black belt in Taekwondo. I have Hapkido and Jiu-Jitsu. You wouldn't last a day in a ring. You can last 5 minutes with me in a ring. Please, I'm trained. But okay, you keep dreaming on that one. But if we ever have a celebrity ring match, ooh, I would love to fight you. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's the whatchamacall on top of that. Okay, so let me see this right here. This is supposed to be, we're going to mute all this because I don't want any sound playing. All right, so you can see this for yourself. Yeah, I would just sidestep you all day long. If you know what a sidestep is. I'd sidestep you all day long. Sidestep. All right, so let's see this. Let's get a look at this real quick. I hope that's not supposed to be a Nova. Novas are super crazy black. So I'm not gonna play his voice. We're gonna do the voice thing. So let's go. This is all he does. He's showing tops of lids. That's all he's showing. Not once did he show not one container, no unboxing, nothing. So this is supposed to be, that's supposed to be us. Yeah. That's paint, buddy. Where's the labels? Where's the container? Where's the shipping box? You got anything here? All right, let's go over to the initial paint on. Now, if you're going to do a paint on, you show the containers as we always do. Got to show those containers. Let's go over to the video where he claims he painted in a Black Nova. We're going to make copies of this video too. We're going to need this one. So I'll make a double copy of this one today. All right. There, that's supposed to be the gunmetal, and you never displayed any no unboxing on the gunmetal. Where'd you get the gunmetal from? Where's your bill of receipt? Did you show any boxing, anything at all? That you nothing? Okay. Apparently, this stuff just magically just pops out of nowhere. And I see you deleted that one video. We know why you deleted that one. You probably went back and talked to some family. What I want you to do is I want you to go back. I want you to tell your family members. Even talk to them. Like I said, you got a friend of mine, somebody who's a lawyer or something. Talk to them and say, hey, look, I took a fellow's product into a paint establishment and it had a copyright attached to it. I videotaped myself doing this. What are the odds of me winning this case? Go ask somebody. They're gonna ask you that you might wanna work on a plea deal. And if this video is not here, that means you went into your account and you deleted this video. So we're gonna look for it, see if it's in here, if it's still in here. Nope, let's see, that's a customer, that's something else he's talking about. That's something to do with his vehicle. Oh, you got a car. Good. That's good. Something to add. We can look into that too when we file the lawsuit too. Like I said, we're going for everything. Everything you got. Let's see. We'll find out. They'll have somebody go over all your assets to see exactly what you got and what you're worth. And then we'll go from there on what we can take. Like I tell you, everything you got is going to charity. I don't want nothing from you. I'm not seeing this video here, my man. You watching me? Did you delete this video this quick? See right there. That's the gunmetal. That's the UV mix. Watching my UV mix. Yeah, we have that here already. We have your UV mix. We have that with the container proven. We even had the unbox on UV mix too. What do we have here? Let's see, nothing there. And mind you, when you're pointing out my website, on my website, I tell my customers purchase from us, they get a detailed transaction receipt from our server. You don't even have that on eBay, and eBay does have categories, and you don't have a category of what your customers can purchase. So your site looks a little scammy. Let me see what we got going on here. You unboxed a phone over here. There's a phone you unboxed. All right, let's keep going. I'm seeing this. Where's the rest of this? All right, there's the black Nova right there. As in for the green exotic, you failed that demonstration too, because the green exotics, how they're displayed, when that screen's painted on, it has to go against 5 certified screens, which means you would have to do every test under an exotic to prove that it is an exotic. You didn't do any of the tests at all, period. You just painted some green surface and that's it. I told you if you were going to do an exotic, and like I said, he doesn't listen at all. You have to repeat things twice to this fellow. If you're going to say that you designed an exotic, you're going to have to paint the screen and do all the tests under an exotic, proving that you have made our technology, and you have not done that test. So that is a complete fail. Sorry. All right. So this is supposed to be, let me see over here. Yeah, this is the Nova 17 paint on. Let's see if you display that container. You never could display the container anywhere in the videos where you talked about it. You never showed the container. Where's the container? If I have someone's product, I'm going to show your container. I'm going to display it. I'm going to show that I have it. Not only that, I'm going to do the unboxing. I have to do the unboxing because I have to show that the product was shipped to us. We can't open it. When a projector gets here from eBay, I can't unbox that projector and then show you the demonstration later on, because I have to show you that that projector came fresh out of the box and it was able to hit that screen and activate. That's why you have to do the unboxing on the products. So as you look at this video, as we go through, let me see. We're still talking and chattering. So here we go. You show a lid, big deal. You can put black paint in there. Never showed the container. You never displayed the label. So how do we know that is our product? It's not our product because we were able to match your demonstration to a live stream on another cell phone playing your video, and it didn't match up. And not only did it match up, but we had your product over here laying against our screen, and our screen showed a bright, beautiful image laying against your product. See? Sneaky, dirty stuff. I'm copying this video. We're going to use this against you. Look at that. Never showed the label. You never had our product to begin with. You didn't do any unboxing. You didn't even open up a box showing it was shipped to you by somebody else. Nothing. You didn't even display the label at all. Man, you really got to stop doing, I swear, people like this, they have some form of intelligence. He does have some form of intelligence. It's not much, but he does have some form of intelligence. They feel that they can do something, they can fool the world, that nobody else will notice what they do. But like I said, people who have been in this field for many, many years can see it. My friend broke that video down. Poured it again. Never displayed the label again. So you poured that container twice and you never displayed the label. All you did was show a lid with some black paint in it. That's all you did. You got outed as a fake again. Thank you to my friend. I'm not going to say his name, but he's the one that basically broke down the video. He saw that he broke it down. He said, Ken, he didn't show any box. He didn't even show the label. He showed nothing. Anything could have came out of that container. Anything. Now, when we showed off the primer, we displayed your labels. When I got your product here, I did the unboxing. Of course, it was paint all over the place, but we displayed everything. We showed the label, we showed the boxing, everything. You're a fake, dude. And that right there, that's gonna be another case against you right there. Because you faked the demonstration. We know you faked it. See, that's why I said you got to watch people like this really carefully. This is going to be displayed on our website now as for fraud. So why we have all this on this page? Because the attorneys that we're dealing with, people that we're dealing with, we just link them to the site and say, here, look, here's all the videos, here's all the evidence, look through it. Including your video, you basically breaking our copyrights is on there too. Nope, not once. Wow, that's sad. That is really sad. That's sad that somebody, and that is funny because I think that week we got about, what, 60 of those, 60 or something? We got a bunch of them that came in for that Black Nova. See, that's what I talk about. Dude, you do too many fake demonstrations. You get caught every single time. You're a fraud. And still, you haven't done any demonstrations basically showing that your paint doesn't match primer. Not one. Look at this. Now, we did this demonstration yesterday of your product against our screen paint and our screen on white screen. We use white paper against our screen to show how high our white levels are. Yeah, man, you are a fraud on so many levels, man. Let me show you how we do things. Now we do things, like I said, we do demonstrations. They have to be done honest. You didn't show any, there's no unboxing, there's nothing here. You just sat here showing two lids. Somebody, this is this product, this is our product, this is the UB mix, this is so and so and so. No, we have your UB mix here. We display your containers. We display all your containers. Let me show you what we do over here. Man, I'm glad he showed me that too. He said, "Did you look at this video real carefully? Like, did you notice he didn't show a box? He never flashed the labels, nothing. Anything could have been in that container." Well, that's sad, man. You are a sad individual. And again, you need to go in there and you need to basically do that demonstration. I'm pretty sure we all want to see what happens if you put primer against your screen, but you refuse to do that demonstration at all. Period. So let me show you how we do your demonstrations on our end. Anytime we get your product over here, we display the box and we never have the box open. We can't open the box because once the box is open, anyone can accuse us of tampering with the product. That's why we have to show it. We can't show it open, none of that at all, period. So whatever excuses, and keep in mind, even if you got it from somebody and it wasn't in a box, why didn't you display the labels? Okay. See right here? Constantly, always displaying your labels. So people can see that we're not faking or doing anything sneaky. You didn't do side by side next to containers? Nothing. There we go. That's your product right there. It came out of that package right there. And every video that I have, every video on Crow's product, every last one of them is an unboxing. You'll see me open it up. You'll see the labels will be covered up. Oh, by the way, the address you're using for this particular address, because we know you're trying to hide the address, this is where that's where the paperwork went from the attorneys. I would advise you contact the fellow who that's attached to and get that information from him. Like I said, if you decide to ignore this, we'll hire the investigator and we'll track you down where you live at, actually where you live at. And this time when they serve you, it will not be a warning. It will actually be a summit for you to come to court. You are actually, it's going to happen. So like I said, you need to take care of that because there's some information in there that those attorneys are going to ask you that you're going to have to do and you're going to have to apply to it. If not, then we see you in court. So we know you changed the address. And keep in mind, the attorneys that we hire are in California. They live in California. We thought that would be more, how can I say the word for that? We thought that would be more potent to have the actual attorneys that were suing you with living in California, which means they're arm's reach from you. They can drive to your house. So it's not going to be like, oh, we hired attorneys in Philadelphia, because keep in mind, to serve you would be kind of hard, wouldn't it? It'd be easier if we had the law firm over in California, so that way they can just be right on your back door and front door at no time at all to give you that paperwork. So like I said, make sure whoever's address you used on there, because eventually you're doing your business through them, make sure you get that paperwork from them. There's a couple of letters that come. There's going to come another one coming from Philadelphia for a law enforcement agency over the identity theft, which I will be taking to court for on that one personally myself. And there's a couple other ones from the Attorney General's office for also two involving the copyrights and fraud. They're going to be actually wanting to talk to you about also too. So it's a few things on top of that. Now, once we go and file this paperwork, keep in mind, because my paperwork is basically with the federal government, you know what I mean, for the copyrights and all that, they're going to get involved in it too. Now, what they plan to do, that's completely different. I don't have anything to do with that. But there is a penalty for basically violating that copyright office. And their fines are a little different. We're talking about, like I said, 250,000 to maybe 10 years in jail. You maybe beat a complete deal, and maybe not. If you've never been in trouble for it, yeah, I'm talking too much already. Your lawyer will tell you what you need to do. He'll tell you what you need to do. Now, the product we have downstairs right now, that's going against the gray primer, that's right there. Now, when I told you the reason why it was smeared with so much paint, because when he taped it up, he didn't do a really good job. Mind you, he didn't even know it was coming to us. He didn't even know. If he had known, we would have never gotten the item to begin with, because like I said, this guy blocks our emails, blocks our accounts like crazy. He does not want us having this product over here at all, period. So he's scared of something. So what we did was we got somebody over in California, because we figured he wouldn't deny somebody in his own state, and they ordered it. But when it got to them, they said paint was all inside the package. So they had to basically put it inside of another bag, and put it in another fresh bag to ship it to us. But there was enough paint in there for us to be able to do several sample sheets. That's all we needed. That's me taping over the label because I don't want the label to be exposed. So on top of that, it's better for us to do it that way because we don't have to go through the nonsense of him doing dirty stuff. We requested, and this is interesting about this product right here. I'll tell you why. Back when we requested the Metallica Mix 2.0, we requested that first. He sent us the UB Mix instead. That's why I said I don't like the fact that you can't go into a category on his eBay listing and you can't basically order the paint that you want so it shows up on your receipt. He has where you have to email him. Now, if he decides that he doesn't want to send you that, he doesn't have to send you that because it really doesn't say on your receipt what you purchased and what you ordered. And that's what he did to us when he sent us the UB Mix. Now, interesting thing about this, how I say how God works everything out, is the fact that you turned around and you stiffed us for the UB Mix, which actually turned out fantastic anyway, because now we still use it to show that it doesn't even pull up a black image next to our technology. So we still use it anyway. But the fact that the customer, when they asked us, what do you want us to order? I said, hey, just say, tell him, send us anything. That's all. And the one paint you sent us was the one paint that we wanted a couple years back that you stiffed us on. And that's it right there. Isn't that interesting how God works everything out? We still got it. And y'all seen already what I've gone through with trying to order his product. Sent over money to his account. I had an incident where we did it live. He kept raising the price. He went from 75 to 150 to 150 to 2. He was raising the price on it, jumping the price to keep us from buying. I had $2,000 in that account just to see how high he was going to raise it. That's how terrified you are of us having that product over here. But you want people to respect your reviews that you do fake reviews anyway, but you want people to respect what you do when it comes to reviews, but you don't want anybody else reviewing your product. There's it right there. That's a container we have downstairs right now. And it still has some paint in it too. Believe it or not, it has a little bit of paint left over. See how he taped it up? He just put a simple tape around the top. Mind you, like I said, he didn't know it was us. This is a customer that he didn't even know. He just sent them the paint that way, taped that way. Nothing wrapped around the top. You see how I wrap my cans? I tape them up really, really good. He just put a little tape on the top. That's it. That's how much consideration he had. Just tape the top. That's it. Throw it in the package. There were no fragile labels on it. Nothing at all whatsoever. So it's better for us to do it that way because if we request something from him, there's a good chance he's going to do something really dirty. Like, in one of the comments, you made a statement where we sent you back your own product. We know our own product. I designed it. How would I not know my own product from your stuff? All I have to do is just put it through a test, something that you don't do. And if it doesn't show up to pass any of the tests that we put underneath of it, then I know it's not our stuff. And the reason why I know that, because we do tests. You don't. That's why you can't tell. I could paint a screen downstairs and you wouldn't even be able to tell if it was yours or not. That's me cleaning up the label so we have something to show when we present it on videos, because we have to display that label at all times. This is how we know you faked your demonstrations. You fake your demonstrations all the time. We don't do anything fair whatsoever. Now let's go over here. Let's go over here real quick. This is one of the demonstrations we're doing against your screen. This is your screen in the middle of our screen that you claim comes up so dark, and that's the primer stick right there in the middle. Well, I'll put this at the bottom so you can see it for yourself a little better. All right, so in this video right here, this is the video you did against our product. You claimed our product was supposed to come up so dark you can't see it. That's a black Nova sitting there in a fully lit environment on a 720p projector. Right here, we have your personal mix and we have your Metallica mix, and we have a piece of primer in the middle of it. Now, what I did was I took your video off my second camera, played it back on the camera so people can see the video that you're displaying compared to the video we're showing off with your product on our screen. I think this is where something doesn't click right with him. He doesn't realize we've done these already before. Like I said, I think he has groundhog syndrome. I think he has something where he remembers and he forgets the entire day and he just starts all over again. Now there's your video right there. I'm displaying on the camera, showing that that's how our product is supposed to look. But that is our screen paint here, and not only is it there, I have two of your screen paints laying against it. And one of them is that Metallica mix, which I did an unboxing on. That's why when you did the Nova demonstration, you never showed a label. Even when you poured it out, you never showed the label, nothing, which I find kind of weird. And the reason why you didn't show it, because you didn't have the product. You took some black paint, you poured it into a container, and you said, oh, that's his product right there. Now, see right there, the woman's getting out of the pool. Look at that right there very carefully, right? There's our product right there. Look at that very carefully. Now, watch the video, which we stopped at that particular time to show you how he's supposed to display how our item is supposed to look. And mind you, he's doing this demonstration in the dark. We're in a fully lit environment doing this demonstration, which means our screen should have faded. And this is the reason why when this lawsuit goes through, I'm going to be rid of you once and for all. Yep, I'm going to be rid of you once and for all. This is the kind of dirty stuff you do. And it's not just me. He's done this. Anybody whose product he's bought into his apartment, he's done this too. He's done dirty stuff too, just like this. See the woman jogging down the side of the beach right here? That is the image that you're showing everybody. That's how our product is supposed to come up. See? Yeah. Don't worry, you won't be in business long. You won't be in business long. You deserve, like I said, you deserve everything that's coming at you. You deserve everything that's coming at you. You can't even do an honest review on somebody's product. You always have to do something dirty and something sneaky. Can't even do an honest review. Mixing products together, putting black paint. I mean, like I said, you're a dirty individual. But like I said, we outed you for what you are. You can explain all this. Like I said, don't worry about deleting the video. We dubbed all your videos. You're going to explain this to a judge, and that's what I cannot wait, seeing your face in front of a judge. Most of all, watching that video that you deleted being displayed on that huge monitor for everybody to see on what you did. And like I said, I will send you a draft of the documents that will be coming to you, so you will see, and everybody else will see it's legit, it's coming. And feel free to call the attorneys if you want. If you think it's fake, feel free to call them. They will explain to you crystal clear. Feel free to call them. This is the kind of dirty stuff you do. Fake unboxings because you're jealous. You're jealous because you don't want to get off your lazy fat behind and basically go in and freaking work for it. You want to be lazy about it and then get mad at other people because they put the time in and the hard work to get it done. But you want to get mad and do stuff like this. Call people scammers. Man, you're going to get slammed with so many fines. It's not even funny. I forgot about the scamming. Definition of character. Yeah, I'm going to sue you for that too. And keep in mind, on an Instagram account, which you think if you delete it, we got all the pictures on that too. For every time you use my copyright, we're talking about $150,000, $250,000 fine per logo. For every time you used it without my permission, that's a fine. When you get mad about saying, well, hey, look, he made my product without my permission. You had a video showing people how to make it and then got scared because it got out there that somebody could make your product for free when you were selling it to them, and you deleted the video. The video when you was on there talking about, oh, Crystal Edge, stop, you deleted the video. The video where you got caught taking our products over into Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, you deleted the video. Deleting videos left and right. Trying your best to think that this is going to save you behind. It's not going to save you behind. Look at this. And that's your product laying against our black screen that's supposed to come out as dark as you're supposed to be displaying it there. I'll put this at the bottom of the link in case you want to look into it. Now tonight, I'm going to show you why his product can't see contrast. It's going to be nice and dark in here. We're going to do a demonstration where we're going to show contrast levels only. I'm going to show you with the lights on, where the screen's going to fade dramatically. With the lights off, it's going to produce a better contrast level. Same tricks you use in this demonstration. Then we'll put on some bright colors, turn the lights on, and the image won't fade. You won't notice anything at all. Let's go with and what did I say in every video? If you feel I've done wrong to you in this video, then do the exact same video, the same way I did it. Does he do it? No, because he can't do that because his product won't even withstand the demonstration. Like I said, I can walk around with all my lights on downstairs and show all my screens. You watch me walk around, show angle games and everything. If you feel that I'm doing you wrong, then back it up, because I just backed it up right there when I showed you how you faked that demonstration with that black paint on that screen. I was able to back it up that that product doesn't react that way. And I was able to back it up with your product that I unboxed and placed on my screen. But you can't do that. You haven't backed up any video. If I'm wrong, then back it up. You can't do that. And by the way, when you display a gunmetal, and your gunmetal was fake, when you display a gunmetal, gunmetals are displayed in fully lit environments, and they're designed to pull heavy contrast levels. You didn't display any contrast levels, and you didn't do it in a fully lit environment. You did it in the dark. You know why? Because that's the only way that Cinemax mix you have, which is a very light screen paint, would be able to survive. It has to be in the dark. Can't do that demonstration and with any contrast whatsoever in a full lit environment. As a matter of fact, for kicks and giggles, take a red piece of paper and stick it in the middle of your screen and see which one pulls up the heavier red level. Right next to it, if you could blend into it, see what happens. All right, let's go over real quick to let's go with the unboxings. Let's see. UV, I think it's UV mix. UV mix. There it is right there. There's your UV mix. Anytime your product comes through here, I unbox it and I show people exactly what they're getting. I show you exactly. I'm not faking anything. You fake demonstrations. That's your product right there. That's your UV mix. That's the one we got downstairs. There's your box right there. Sealed up right there. So somehow you got your hands on a Black Nova. You have no shipping. If somebody mailed it to you, they still have to put it in a box. No unboxing, nothing. Now that's where he stiffed us. We asked for the Metallica Mix 2.0 and he stiffed us and he gave us that instead, trying to be funny. But interesting about it, we still got it because we got it downstairs now. I have your personal mix, I have your Metallica mix now, and I have your UV mix. And that stuff matched gray primer, which we did in a demonstration. It did, it matched it perfectly. Basic dark primer. Yep, all right. It's interesting with you, buddy. And there's the product right there. There's your product right there. We still have it, still in that same container. Right there, in that same container, there's your products, right there. Always displayed, always displayed. That's how I know for a fact that the demonstration that you displayed right now, that Nova, is a fake, complete fake. When you did that demonstration, you took the container, hit the container down, you only showed the top of the lids. I could take black paint and splash it around in a container and not show you the label. I could say, hey, look, this is it right here. This is it right here because I put black paint in, this is this product. But you never showed the label. So, sorry about that. So I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna do. Because he got outed, and his mind freaking a hamster in the wheel. I'm sorry to say that, but that's what it sounds like when some of the dumb stuff he does. What he's gonna do is he's probably gonna try to print out our label, and he's gonna probably try to stick it to a container, make the container look like it was used, and say, look, I had this product the entire time, and make some excuse up. No, you should have presented that label the first minute you unboxed the product. That way everything is out in the open and exposed. To do it later on and flash the label shows a sign of you committing fraud. Tell me anytime you've seen someone review a projector or a TV and they don't show you the box. They just, here's a TV right here, so-and-so and so-and-so. No. That's why it's called an unboxing or review. All right, so let's go back a minute here. like I said, it's for him, it's a jealousy thing, and it's sad. It's sad that somebody goes through all that just to try to destroy someone's product because they're jealous. You know, you even look at my demonstrations. Like everybody says, when people come in and buy, they says, well, I've done my research. No one's doing demonstrations on your level. Everybody's doing the same thing. They're trapped in the dark. Sitting in the dark. I can count 5 of your videos you've done already. You were in the dark. Like I said, my downstairs was like a baseball stadium. My screens downstairs are way bigger than your screens. My screens come downstairs at 148. One's at 126. It sits in a window. And my projectors downstairs, one's 150 bucks, one is $59. And I'm still blowing your product out of the water. This is what got him sued. This is where he messed up. This is where he messed up big time. Messed up big time on this one. See right here where he posted discontinued, reborn of a discontinued paint. This is where he's kicking himself in the face right now for. Because Dum didn't realize that when we developed the Crystal Edge screen paint, we used our company's logo on it. The company logo, as we all know the story, had a copyright on it that was registered with the Patent and Copyright Trade Office and so forth. So he's thinking, like I said, like a bull in a china shop, not thinking. He's thinking that because we discontinued the product, he's going to go down and get it made, and there's nothing we can do about it. Did you know that he called me and told me that he was going to do this? And did you know that I emailed him specific documents showing that the logo had registered copyrights on it? And he did this anyway. We also have the email too, where basically I sent you that information warning you not to do so. Boy, can't wait to see how you're going to explain this to a judge. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So anyway, this is the video right here, right? We told him from the door. He goes over to Home Depot. He tries to make the product and so forth. So that's a counterfeit right there. That's also copyright in violation right there. So the entire time you were carrying around that container, that copyright was active on it. When you did that, you violated it. And then we have your voice. We have 2 of these. We have one basically me narrating, telling what's going on, and we have one with your voice, where you asked him for certain ingredients that you needed to make this product, and the fellow said, we don't sell that here, and you said, I guess I'll have to go to Lowe's and get it. That's where you messed up. Now, let me tell you something else about this individual that doesn't make him a very smart person. When did this, when we first found out about this, I have a video, and I'm going to play that to the judge, of me telling him if he minds his own business and stays to himself, we'll let it go. We'll give him a chance. Dum messes up, says something nasty about me. So it's back on. Now, mind you, the entire time, when I told this individual that I was going to send him an olive branch and not sue him for this mess, the entire time he had an Instagram account designed around me. The entire time when I'm trying to do something nice for him, despite all the dirty and disgusting stuff he's done to us, because we don't do stuff like that to him. There's no videos of me walking into a Home Depot or Lowe's with his products. You know, the only time I call him a scammer is when I caught him basically doing the paint was matching the primer. When we caught him with that video where he was making that Metallica mix for free and then selling it. That legally as a scammer. And then he deleted the videos to cover him up. This video is also deleted too. He tried to cover this one up too. Now you are right there in front of Home Depot with our logo right there. Now, let me explain something to you because it's another thing he's not too smart at. When you we'll get back to that real quick. When you basically go in and a company asks you to cover up, I've spoken about this before. A company may not like what you're about to do in your show, and they may ask you, hey, cover up a whole logo. When it means cover up the logo, it means cover up the entire logo so nobody can see it. That's what it means. You think because you dribble a little paint on it, that basically covers up the logo. If you had covered this whole entire thing up where we couldn't see any of our logo up there, period, there's nothing I could do to you. I couldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. But because our logo is exposed and we can match that to the logo to the website, which the lawyers already did, that's what got you sued. And like I said, the time where I made this statement with this fellow, this is why we have to go forward and basically file these suits against him. You can't give him a break. It's impossible. You can't give this individual a break because if you try to give him a break, he figures out another way to stab you in the back. You just can't give him a break. And I tried there on camera, try to give him a break. I try to give him a second chance. Just don't talk about us. Don't say anything about us. Mind your own business. And that's it. We don't test your product. We don't touch it. And everything was going well. Everything was going good. But while all that was going on, and me thinking that this fellow had pretty much, okay, he's good, he's going to mind his own business, he turns around and he made an Instagram account, posing as me, cursing at people, calling them racial slurs, giving them death threats. We have all that recorded, all that's done. Keep in mind, you may have blocked me, but you didn't have blocked my attorneys from accessing that account. They've been on it. There you go. That's what got you sued. So like I said, I couldn't care. It's already set in stone. The paperwork's already been filed. Everything's already on its way. And like I said, for that whole thing that you did with the address and all that, I went down, I called the police district. And like I said, we got nothing but cops around here. I called the police district around here. They came over. I filled out all the paperwork's going to be done. I'm going to go down and get the decent number. We're going to go forward. We're going to press charges and have you expedited to fill it off here for criminal charges. And then we're done with that. We'll contact YouTube's legal department, which, as a matter of fact, Monday morning, I have to get a hold of their legal department to see if we can get your platform removed for good. You don't need to be on YouTube if you're doing stuff like that. I don't mind people doing side-by-side demonstrations. Heck, if it's your opinion, you don't like the screen paint, then that's your opinion. You ain't going to be able to satisfy everybody all the time. That's virtually impossible. Why do you think we have so many selections of screen paints? We make it in gray. If you want a light gray, we have that. If you want it in this color, we have that. That's why we have different selections. If we made all black straight screen paint, then I can understand that. But we make different selections of products. So if that's not your thing, we got several other paints that will fit there just perfectly with no problem whatsoever. But you can't satisfy everybody. That is virtually impossible. You're always going to have somebody that's not going to like you. But to do things on that level, that's total disrespect. You don't do stuff like that. So that's what got him sued. So you can whine and cry and mope and whatever you got to do. At the end of the day, it's going to happen. No matter what you think inside your head, whether you got groundhog syndrome, you get it the next day, it's going to happen. It's going through. You see the ambition and passion I have toward my company, how hard I work? Well, I put that same effort in going after people who basically do me wrong. And I'm coming after you the same way as the same passion I put into this company. I will leave no rock unturned. I will make sure that whoever I got to file with or basically pay, whatever I got to get done, I will make sure it's done. No matter what, it's going to get done. Your butt's going to be in court. And I'm sure enough going to make sure you get some criminal charges out of this too. Because that was going too far. Like I said, people are going to have their own opinion. I don't care. You can do it side by side. You can say you dislike my product. You can say it's too dark. All right, that's your opinion. All right, I don't care about that. That's your opinion. At the end of the day, I got the live video demonstrations to back up my product. All right. But when you do stuff where you're deliberately mixing in and you're tampering with a review to make it seem like it's something it's not, and you're constantly trying to label someone as a scammer, Yeah, you're going too far with that. And this is, like I said, look at this. This is the nonsense right here. Look at that. You see that right there? You see all those orders popping up? This is why I show off my ship outs. I show my ship outs, number one, that show my customers that they're being taken care of. All that negative nonsense of all that dumb stuff you do day in and day out, and orders still come through on our accounts because people watch your demonstrations and they know they're legit. They're by the book. We're doing right. We don't cut corners. We're not sitting in the dark, and we don't need expensive projectors to do it. I post my ship out dates so my customers can be taken care of. I sit there and give you updates. If something's late, something ain't popping up, I make sure it's taken care of. I even take extra money out of my pocket. Don't even charge anybody for shipping. I haven't charged anybody for shipping since I've had my company. I even paid for overseas shipping. I just spent $100 to send product over to Japan. $100 out of my pocket. And then took another $100 and paid for the driver to pick up the orders to make sure they made it to their destination safely. You watch me sit there and tape my containers up, put tags on them, make sure everybody's taken care of. So everybody has that comfort of knowing, thank you, this guy's doing a video. I know my package is being taken care of. You can watch your order being processed. I thought that'd be a little comfort to our customers, you know, because you got a lot of people doing some dirty stuff in COVID. And I thought that'd be more comfort to our customers, allow them to be able to see that. If my customers need to call me up and say, hey, Ken, you know, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that, you can call me up and we can talk. I don't have a problem with that. They can reach out to me. If on the website, we have a category on our website, if there's a certain product you want, it's there. Not on his page. You don't get no category. You don't even get a specification sheet. No specification sheets whatsoever. These are all live demonstrations backing up our products. All our pictures, everything. Backing up our products, everything. These are all linked to the YouTube channel, all backing everything up that we do. That's the video I just did, last night of the gaming screen I was having a ball in here with. Oh, I finished at the side of the wall. We got more lights to the side of the wall. I had lights. I literally got to look around because I got stuff in here that I don't even know that I have. I literally found a Sony ultra short little projector downstairs in the basement. A Sony ultra short. I got it in the next room right now. I just found it. It's down. It's in the next room. I'm using it right now. I'm like, where the freak did this come from? I remember buying this. Right there. There's our copyrights right there. Registration is right there. If you click on that, it's right there for you to see. I don't even know what's going through this man's mind sometimes. There you go. You go to my page right here. We got everything set up professionally. Powered by God's technology. There's our selection right there. And if you want to choose one of these, like say, okay, I want to hit this one right here. Guess what pops up? See all that information right there? You see all those tests that we have to do when you see me get up and say, okay, we had this screen today. We had to do this demonstration on 1,000 lumens. All those tests that have to be done, those are the specification sheets that have to be done under those tests. So when you go in here, all that information is right there for you to read. All our policies are up front for our customers for them to read. Nothing's hidden, nothing's in the dark, nothing. Everything is there for you to read right out front. We do advise you that before you place the order that you may want to read through the policies. We advise you to do that. We don't hide anything from you. Everything's in big, bold writing right there all the way down so you can read it. Right here, we have a specification sheet on projectors. What projectors we do not support. It's right there. So that way, you know, if you have one of those projectors, and I've had a customer saying, well, Ken, my projector doesn't fit your specification. All right, no problem. We can fix that. Because I do a lot of business on eBay. I'm always unboxing projectors on eBay. I'll hook you up with a merchant that will get you a projector that we have tested, that we have used on our product. No problem. And save you some money in the process. Need a motorized projection screen? I know plenty of places to get motorized projection screens. I know some interesting places on Amazon where I've actually bought screens from Amazon, but went in and contacted the merchant off of Amazon and built up a friendship with him so I could do business with him without dealing with Amazon. Only thing I can't get you is audio. I'm not really good with the whole audio. I'm getting there, you know. I mean, I used to be good with audio, but now I'm like bothered with audio. Last time I had this is going to be bad. Last time I had an audio system in, it's going to be really bad. You remember the rack systems back in the day that had the equalizer systems and the record player at the top. Yeah, there you go. That's where I'm at. That's the last time I messed with an audio system. Everything now, I just have a soundboard. My soundboard setup. This is what I am done. Here we go, right here. This is the, where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? That's black gold. These are the gunmetals. The gunmetals, out of all the screen paints we developed, had the most interesting pictures I've ever seen. Crow can't match one of the pictures. Couldn't even match any of the demonstrations under a gunmetal. And next time, like I said, that you call yourself doing an unboxing or review, do all the tests under the gunmetal. Here we go. Let me show you why the gunmetals pictures are so interesting. Because gunmetal pictures are outside. That screen displays an image that your screen paint couldn't come close to. Every picture under our technology are all with lights on or sitting outside. Yeah, this is where he blocked us because he didn't want us buying from us. Your product, your site. Let me tell you something. Just because it's eBay doesn't mean you can't make it look professional. I used to be a top eBay seller to sell vintage toys on eBay many years ago. And I just sell everything from Super Soakers to He-Mans to all kinds of action figures and all kinds of cool stuff. So if I'm selling like several items, you have to have a category. You have to have a catalog of your items so you can tell what you're selling. So if I'm selling He-Mans, if I'm selling Super Soakers, whatever I'm selling, you know what I mean? Then I have to have a category of what I'm selling. You sell more than one product. So you should have a category listing on when a customer wants a particular product, they should be able to go to get that particular product. And when they buy that, the name of that product is going to show up on the receipt, their bill of receipt. But the way you have it is you have just listed as, and this is what's going to come up on your receipt, and it come up on ours, paint front projection, screen paint, screen mix for your budget. That's what's going to come up. So you have to email him. Why should I have to email you unless you're screening people? That's the only way I can think of. You must be screening people. So why would I have to email you if eBay has a category where you can post multiple items on there for sale? Why would you need that to begin with? Why can't I just go in there and conveniently just go in there? It's like me saying that, okay, I got one thing that says Crystal Edge Technology Screen Paint. That's it. If you want the rest of our screen paints, you have to email me. I'd make it so much easier just to have the category up there. You can just pick out whatever you want. And then the detailed receipt on the server comes up and says, okay, this is what they ordered. This is how many they ordered. The time of day you made the order. This is the transaction. We don't see your credit cards and shit at all. But it shows the transaction of your provider. Sorry about that. All that comes up on the detailed receipt. And you receive one, we receive one, and PayPal gets one. All right, but he doesn't have that. And look at his pictures on his end, all done in the dark. Every last one of them in the dark, in the dark, in the dark, in the dark, in the dark. $75 per product that you could basically get from Home Depot or Lowe's, which we showed you downstairs. This is the description at the bottom. I can't make this up with a 10-foot pole. I can't make this up. Like I said, I have spelling errors. Everybody has spelling errors. But you know when you have a huge error in there, you need to correct it. But eventually he doesn't. This is what it says in his listing. This is it. There's no specification sheet. There's nothing. There's no shelf life. Like, okay, if you open up the container paint, what's the shelf life on it if properly sealed? He should have 4 to 5 years on it. Is it VOC? Is it low odor? That should be on it right there. What kind of paint rollers are going to be using with it? Is it going to be nat roller, foam rollers? What kind of rollers do you use with it? All this information is supposed to be on there. What kind of projectors can you use on it? What's the lowest caliber projector you can use on it? What time of the day does the screen activate? And in evening hours, it activates in the morning hours. Customers need to know that information on how they can activate this, how the screen is going to activate. All that information has to be on that page. But, not to make fun of the guy, on his page, now mind you, when I did vintage toys, oh my goodness, I had to go in and do the research on the vintage item, and I had to put all that information on every last item that I sold, so if a collector came in, they would know exactly what they were buying. So you have to put all that information in. If you're selling antiques or vintage items or whatever you may be selling, you know you have to put that detailed information in there so someone can see exactly what they're buying. But you don't put any of that in there at all. You put in Crow front screen paint, best screen paint mix for your budget, condition is new, shipping with United States Postal Service, primary mail, safe to roll on or spray, on without cracking or peeling. This price for 1 quart. This is the price for 1 quart of my personal mix. Now, at the bottom, you state, and this is where you need to have someone come in and correct this, beware day. I couldn't make that up. I couldn't make that up. Beware day is no return. This is a paint. Once you have it, don't know if you altered it in any shape, way, or form. There is no return at all. Please read this before you buy. This you need to fix. I don't know. Beware day. There is no return. This is a paint. Once you have it, don't know. You need to have somebody go in and put a spelling check in there for you, because I don't think they have a spelling check. It would be nice if they had a spelling check, because then you get some people who are overseas and they may be selling an item. But I would say the best way, if you're going to be doing that and maybe your spelling might not be that good, I would basically get a spelling checker. I would do a draft first and then copy and paste and put it on there. Now, don't get me wrong, I got spelling errors in mine, but I know for a fact that the bottom line is not that bad. But you should go in there. But that's it. That's pretty much all you got there for your specifications. When you have a specification sheet, your specification sheet is supposed to read new advanced. And now you can look at the page and see it for yourself. New advanced gunmetal, Nova 17, front projection only, not for rear. A screen paint color, extreme deep blacks, luminous, indoor, 1,000 lumens, outdoor, 2,500 lumens. And up. Note, best use in the hours of 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. Do not use in direct sunlight. Crystal clear. And yeah, I'll post a link. We can see it for yourself. Higher white levels, 100% color coding technology, color enhancement technology times 17, ultra 3D and HD already. Compatible with DLP, LCD, laser, and ultra short those projectors. Amazing white levels, breathtaking and brilliant vivid color, coding technology, outstanding deep contrast levels, resolution compatibility, 4K, 1080p, 720p. Next level. Fully weatherproof for outdoor home cinemas. No priming needed. 1 coat, 2 coats if needed. Note: do not use foam rollers. Only nat rollers only. Can be used with a paint sprayer. Drying time 30 minutes with a fan. Low odor. Low VOC. Eco-friendly. Priming. See what it says. Priming only needed. Now we don't need to suggest priming if you're using a fabric material. Keep out of reach of children and pets. I got to write all this down. Keep in mind. Surface, wood, vinyl, PVC, glass, Note, this is a front projection, screen paint, drywall, bricks, cement, plexiglass, and other plastics, all kinds of fabrics. Please note, when painting fabric, right here, and I've talked about this multiple times to people, when you paint fabric, if it's blurred, I'll put the link. You can see if we can do the website and find out. It's only on the website anyway. When you paint fabric, priming, okay, when you're painting fabric, priming the surface 2 times will be needed. Do not paint on a rough surface, which means rough surface if you're painting on any form of stucco. Orange peel is not going to be a problem. If you can't, when you run your fingers down of it, if your fingers are bumping like this, it's too rough. I've done that one already before. You don't want to go there. Got to put in the screen size of the paint you're using. So let me see. We have here screen size 1 quart. I got this up there right there. Yeah, screen size 1 quart, 100 inch, 120 inch. Screen ratio size is 1610, 16, 69, 1610, 235.1. Cleanup. He doesn't have cleanup instructions down there. It's supposed to be cleanup instructions. Clean up hot water. Right there it says clean up. Hot water or warm water, mild soaps only needed. New color coding technology with enhanced technology brings new life to old and outdated projectors without the need of breaking the bank on a new projector. New ambient light projection technology takes in more light, which was shown in the demonstration screen, producing an image outside, which we can back that up without the worries of the screen fading or washing out or becoming dull. Again, another cleanup instruction, just in case if you mixed it. Clean up with hot water and soap, and at the bottom in red writing, keep out of reach of children and pets. At the top over here, policies, the policies. These are the policies that you have down here that the customers have to read through, including for fake projectors. That's how your page is supposed to be set up, so you have everything out in the open for your customers to be able to see, so that way you're not hiding anything from them. All that information is supposed to be there so the customer can clearly see what he can paint it on, what he can't paint it on, and so forth. All that information is there. We even have a page right here. If you go click on more, under fake projector info, right there, that will show you the policy of why we do not support fake and knockoff projectors. Under video demonstrations that we have tested, showing pictures of customers who voided the information that we had given them. Do not buy this screen paint without a projector. What you'll get out of it. These are the Valve projectors, and that is that X-Zoomy projector right there, whatever it's called. This is what happens if you hit that screen paint with a fake projector. It will not see it. And this is why we basically state, do not buy the product with a fake projector, because the screen will not see it. And to back it up, there's the video demonstration showing you why you don't do it. And there's a list of projectors. All this information is there to help our customers out. Of course, as always, special thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Right there. Shipping and return policies. Right here. They have to be out in the open so the customers can read all shipping and return policies. Right there. Have to be noted. Let's keep going. Show you all the stuff on the website we have here. Everything's out in the open. Now, mind you, even if you have an eBay listing, anybody sells on eBay, you can put the same stuff on your eBay listing. You can put all that information on your eBay listing. I had to do it when I was selling vintage toys. But some people do their jobs halfway. Just throw anything on there, and that's how it's going to be, which is kind of it's messed up. What kind of payments do we accept? There's the payments we accept. There's the payments we don't accept. Right there. Contact us. There's the information right there. You can put right there. You can put a message in right there to reach our company. There's our information right there. Email address. There's a company's number. Even on Facebook, you can contact us through Facebook right there. And again, marketplace, and then we have home. Simple and plain. I like this screen right here. I had so much fun on this screen last night. Oh, that screen was so much fun. I finally got the lights done on the other side. I got the whole screen wrapped around with lights. Get with the light. I'm not going to record it. I want to be on Facebook Live with that one. Because I got a whole bunch of people on Facebook who saw that video. I was like, what the freak is that? And I was like, that's the new arcade screen I just put into the wall. Painted on the wall. That thing was so much fun. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun, man. I got to jump on my Steam account. I had to give me some games. I had so much fun on that screen. Yeah, all our paint on demonstrations, all our test demonstrations right there on the 21s right there. There's a 21 sitting in the window right there. Come on. You got to back up your work. I'm not putting him down because he doesn't have, now mind, don't get me wrong. I don't want people thinking here saying that, oh, but you're putting him down because he doesn't have an official website. It's the eBay. No, you can make your eBay site look professional. It's your site. I used to sell on eBay. It's the time that you put into it. You category all your items, you put your specifications in, you copy and paste and put all your information in. You put your policies in there. I bought from eBay from a lot of places on eBay because the pages were very professional. I could read through all the information, everything I needed. And right from there, I'm good. I make my purchase. You see me buy on eBay all the time. It's how you do it. And you want to make sure that your spelling is correct because you don't want people thinking that they're not going to buy from somebody who doesn't sound like they can speak properly. You know what I mean? You just have to basically just put your information in correctly or get somebody to help you with that. Because that's how they're going to look at you. Let me go over here real quick. Were we in there shopping for something? I know I was in there shopping for something. But this is it. This is all you have on there. That's it. Just that little bit of information, that's all you have. And the part that gets me the most is this what I don't understand. This part I don't understand. You have a category option on here. You're asking customers to email you. If they want a certain screen paint, they got to email you. Why would I have to email you when I can just basically just go in and pick from a category? Why? Why would you need me to email you? Are you screening calls? Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. Something wrong there, people. If I want to go on there right now and I want to go, let me see, let me go buy some screen paint. And I can go to any one of these people and buy a screen paint. As a matter of fact, I did go to a couple of these guys and buy a screen paint from them. Just some screen paint. And two of these guys beat Crow's products. They did. They beat his product with no problem. We did the test demonstrations on that too. I got the other guy down on my HD Pro. I got it from him. Here's a color right here. I've actually tested this guy already. His product is good. If you're going to basically go down the road of being on that level, you want that. You don't care about contrast and color. Don't mind, his product is good. But he did beat Crow's. He came with a much more brighter level. I have him downstairs. If you don't believe me, I'll pull that up right on camera and I'll show you. Like I said, I back everything up. But I have this product right here. This guy's giving you 3 cans for $89. 1 can for $75. I bet you if I take his product and I put it against that primer, it don't match. I got, what did I buy? I got 2 quarts. I got 2 quarts from him. 2 quarts from him for I got 2 quarts from him for like $39. See the information he has on his? See how it's done? This is how you do it professionally, people. See how he's got it set up? Show that information that's in there, he has there for you to read through. That's how it's supposed to be done. I will be buying from him again. As a matter of fact, he's the one actually, when I thought he retired from this business, I got some secrets I'm going to be handing over to him. I want to see his business blow through the roof. And I got some business contacts that can push him in that direction very easily. See, Crow, if you had basically been respectful around me, I would have given you some ideas to make your product even better. And I have business ties, very strong business ties that could push you in a different direction. I'm going to be retiring in about a couple of years with some serious bread under my belt for my technology. I already got companies already lined up, seeing what they can get out of me. I got a lot of people I've done business with in the field. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good detailed information. I didn't even read through any of it. I just bought from them. Look at it. No hot spotting. Rich colors. Blu-ray, 1080p. You can put all that information in there. He chooses not to because he's lazy. That's why. Just like when he does his demonstrations, he's lazy. He cuts corners. You don't put any information in there. Nothing at all. Free shipping. Free priority shipping. Yep. And at that, you're stealing from people in your shipping. You charge $23 for shipping. When my label got here, it said $14 on the stamp. So you're making a little money every time you ship out a product. So you're stealing on top of that. 3 quarts. I got 3 quarts from him. I got his downstairs. Now see the difference between his demonstrations and Crow's demonstrations? There you go. Now it's stuck in the dark. Now next to our technology, no, it wouldn't be able to hold at all, period. Other than that, it's way better than Crow's. See this picture demonstration? Very professional. I don't got to sit there. I don't got to email him. If I want one, like say if I want the 3 quarts, I can get the 3 quarts. If I want to get the HD Pro projection screen solution right there, he got it right here. If I want this one right here, he got another category, HD projection paint. See, he has a category on which one I want to choose. Any one of these I choose is going to show up on my receipt. It's going to show what I purchased. You don't see any of Crow's paint down here at all. None of them. You just see the one at the top where you got to email him. You got another one right here. That's the one I bought. I bought this one right here. That's one I bought. See the different selections he has right here for his product? Now go up to where you see one of Crow's, one of them, just one of them in here. None of his Frankenstein, no Metallica Mix 2.0, no UV Mix. You don't see nothing at all. You got to email him to get that product from him. There's Goose Screen. Oh man, I remember Goose Screen used to be like $500–600. Man, it used to be crazy expensive for Goose Screen. Yeah, you thought my stuff was expensive. There you go. That's a white screen, by the way. A white screen. That would cost you about $1,040. There you go. You want 5 gallons of that? I told you. Y'all thought my product was expensive. Yeah. Any pictures? Nope. No pictures. Any videos? Well, Goose Screen does have videos. They do. I'll give them that. They do videos. This is Goose Screen technology. So these are the only ones they have on here. I bought from him too. I actually bought this guy too. Now I was kind of bothered by him because when he sent me my product, he sent it without a label. And I think he did that because he knew I was going to do a review on his product. But I wasn't going to say anything bad about it. I was going to do a demonstration. That's it. But because he didn't send a label, I didn't bother with him. I just stuck him because I wouldn't be able to tell if it's his or not because, like I said, it's a kind of a white kind of silverish paint. So since it didn't come with a label, ain't no point in me doing any demonstrations off of it. It doesn't have a label attached to it. So I just don't buy from him anymore. I don't buy from him, not anymore. I don't buy from him. Now, see, you can't display that image like that without having a picture attached to it. Anyway, so you can see, like, you can go here and you can get like these, all these guys in here have category information. See all that information right there? All that information, all that information. There you go. See? Pretty much, Crow's business is basically slap anything together, talk a whole lot of nonsense behind it, try to damage other people's products in the process of trying to make his stuff look like it's superior to everybody else's. When you go to his site, there's not even category, right? You got to email him to get products out of him. Anybody's going to do that. There's no category listed all whatsoever. So you're not getting what you paid for, because the bottom line is not going to show up on your receipt whatsoever. It's going to show up that you bought Crow's HD front screen paint. All the demonstrations that he does in the dark, overpowered projectors, any of the demonstrations we tell him to do, he avoids at all costs whatsoever. Doesn't want anybody doing reviews against his product, but wants to do reviews against everybody else. And when he doesn't, he fakes the living daylights out of them. You just basically did a Black Nova demonstration. All you did was show off the caps. And basically, you didn't even show the container, and you poured the paint twice and never turned around to show the container. We always display labels. Anytime we're doing a demonstration, we show that that's their product. Anytime I take a DMP Supernova, any certified screens, what I do, I take it, put it right up to the camera. This is what we're testing today, so and so and so. Put it up against the screen. Always display. But for some reason, you didn't display there. So unless he feels that everybody must be idiotic and must be dumb idiots to believe that dumb nonsense, mind you, that's what he pretty much thinks. I can fool the world. And you got people out there that literally think they can actually fool and trick the world. And he's one of them. Man, like I said, we've outed him on so many levels, it's not even funny. I think I wish I would have been there to see the look on his face when they asked me to turn my screen around and show the black part of it against a Black Nova. I would have loved to see the look on his face. And well, that plan didn't work too well, did it? No, it didn't, Skippy. Because we do those demonstrations all the time. That's what them tests are for. Yeah, unbelievable. Like I said, but you know, that's who he is. But anyway, we don't care whether he puts our flashes or logo. It doesn't make a difference. You might as well go ham with it. You're being sued anyway. Don't make a difference anyway. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm trying to explain to you. I don't think he's taking it seriously. I really don't. But I'm trying to explain to you how bad this is going to get. It's not going to be pretty. Now, I'm trying to explain to you, it's not going to be pretty. I've sued people before, and it's not going to be pretty. And the only difference is between suing them. The other people, we had a bit of a fight on our hands, which means the evidence we had was good, but it wasn't good enough. But it was enough for us to win. We barely got by the skin of our teeth. But you recorded yourself doing it. Ain't no better evidence than that. That's the best evidence in the world. Someone actually recording themselves committing the act. That's gonna be really, you're not winning that case. I can tell you, you're not gonna win it. I could sue you for just about anything I want. But like I said, everything that we get from you and whatever we take will go to charity, because I don't want it. I don't want nothing to do with it at all, period. I had a friend laugh on the phone talking about, give me everything he got. I'll take all his stuff. I was like, no, we're not doing that. And we're not doing it that way. That even with the dumb stuff you have done, I would consider it to be disrespectful. I think the right way to do it is to take your stuff and give it to charity. They deserve it. Sell everything you have and just give it to charity. That's all. Because either you're going to get hit with my fine or my lawsuit, or you're going to get hit with the patent right and copy trade, whatever office. They have their own restrictions and policies for violating a copyright. Theirs are a little different. Theirs are a little heavier at all. You know what I mean? On my end, I can basically request, if the judge basically gives you a certain amount of money that you have to pay us every month or every week. And if you're late in those payments, I can request for a sheriff's department to go in and auction your stuff off to get my money. Or I can basically have liens laid against you. Well, you have liens anyway against you. And liens come with interest. A lot of freaking interest. And that keeps you from getting anything you want. And keep in mind, if you pass on, and this is why I try to avoid doing this to begin with. This is why I gave you the olive branch. This is why I tried to give you a chance. And you made that Instagram account about me, saying nasty things about me, even when I was trying to help you out. You pass on, you know that goes over to your spouse. You know that, right? You both are hit with this. You're married. You get hit with a lawsuit, she gets hit with a lawsuit. It's back, and both of y'all take it on. That's why I tried to not go down that road. That's why I sat here trying to figure out ways on trying not to have you go through this. But you're an idiot, and you don't know when someone's trying to be merciful to you. You don't know. You think it as an act of weakness, and this is my chance to pounce on them. Oh, well. Like I said, I showed you the evidence. I showed you the dirty stuff this guy does. Surprised you have been around this long and I haven't sued you already. But I think everything has its place and time, and you doing that dumb nonsense. Pretty much got you right there. As for the criminal charges, if you've never been locked up before, then you should be pretty good. If you have been, then, you know, but I'm still going to try to see if my lawyers can press to give you some time. At least probably 6 months to a year in jail you need for that one. At least. Because, like I said, you went too far with that. I don't mind, like I said. And I'm not going to ramble on here, but like I said, I know people are going to say, well, you know, you do side-by-side. Yeah, you can do side-by-side demonstrations, but there's a level of respect you can't go past. There's a level you can't go past. Show me one video of me basically mixing stuff into his product. Show me one video of me basically walking into an establishment and trying to make his product. Show me taking pictures of his house and posting them on the internet. Show me anything like that I've done to him. I can tolerate the dirty stuff, the side-by-side demonstrations, calling me nasty names and all that. It's business. I can tolerate that. But when you cross that line, that what you just did, that now I gotta come in, I gotta come down on hard on you for that. But like I said, if you think it's a joke and you don't think it's serious, go talk to your family, go talk to your friends. Hey, go if you got a lawyer friend that you can contact, or maybe just call a law office and say, hey, look, guy got a registered copyright. I walked into an establishment like Home Depot. I recorded myself doing it, and I tried to make his product, and he had a copyright attached to it. What are my odds of winning? They're going to tell you right from the door. I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to hit a plea bargain. I'm going to win that case with no problem. And that's just that alone. Not the countless text messages we saved that we have from you, pictures, the email messages that were sent to us from you with death threats and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, even the voice recordings. You know, when you were calling my phone over and over again with all those nasty messages, all those messages were saved. That's my business line. That's my business line with Comcast. All that stuff was saved. So you're already painted as a bit of a menace. All YouTube videos calling me scammer. YouTube video where you refer to me as Blackbird. Yeah. All that stuff's in there. So keep in mind, with YouTube, you're going to be with harassment. It's going to be bullying. It's going to be a whole lot of stuff in there. And I'll tell you right now, you couldn't pay me enough money to be in your shoes right now. And when I do my demonstrations against your product, we're just showing people what it is. It's primer. If you put my stuff against something and it blends in, then hey, guess what? Knock yourself off. But keep in mind, you're going to have to do tests under that product to prove it is our stuff. I can't do that with your stuff because you have no tests. What can I do? I turn the lights out and hit it with a high-end projector. That's all I can do, because that's all you do anyway. So if I take primer and put up there and go, let me see what happens. It matches the primer. If you go look at my gray paint, we have a gray paint too, screen paint. I got a video right there, live, of me basically taking gray primer and put it against my own screen. The same paint I put on yours. Didn't match. My screen was able to pull a contrast level heavier. I can show a difference between my product and primer. You can't do that. Ooh, somebody's barbecuing. I wonder if this guy over here across the street is always barbecuing something nice. Is he barbecuing right now? What the barbecue going on? Somebody barbecuing. Yeah, I can't be around I can't be around smoke. It jacks me up pretty bad, so I can't be around it. But I love the smell of barbecue. Oh, there's a projector right there real quick. Yeah, that's the projector I found in the basement. I really got to start looking at the stuff in my basement. There it is right there. Sony. I forgot I even had that projector. I bought that projector a while back. Oh, ultra short throws. Boom. Somebody got a barbecue going on. Got the barbecue going on. Hold on for a minute. We've done the mix-up again. How could this be the mix-up when I was just in here today with the same one? Unless I took it downstairs. So where does this one go to? Oh, this is the wrong one. See, I had to mark these bad boys. I can figure out which one was which. I bet you $100. It's downstairs. This is probably, oh, this is the one downstairs in the room. See how many things I have? So let's go downstairs and figure out what this one's at. What is that? This is the one for the gunmetal. This is the gunmetal. I know it has to be gunmetal. Let's check. So that's the gunmetal. Oh, this is the one upstairs. I remember I got them mixed up. Yeah, that's the gunmetal right there. All right, let me see. Which one is this one? This one has to be this one. Can't be that one. That one. I swear, if I didn't know any better, I would think this system plays jokes on me. I know, don't make me sound like I'm crazy, but that's what it feels like to me. I sat there and pressed on a controller like over and over and over again. And I'm thinking like, okay, that's got to be the one. And I hit it over and over again. It didn't come up. So I hit it again. Nothing comes up. I go all the way upstairs. I grab another controller. I come downstairs. Find out that that was a controller the entire time. So it's none of these three right here. These none of these three. We're pressing home on all these. Let's go check in the theater room. See, we got another one in here. All right. Now, got 4 of these controllers, 4 of the fire sticks. Don't get these things mixed up. I do it all the time. See? That's what I'm talking about. I was just pressing on that controller over and over again. So I had it in my hand the entire time. Freaking Alexa gets on my freaking nerves. So which one is it? Okay. That's not it. That's not it. It has to be this one. All right, I'm losing it here. I've got to be crazy here. See? It's this one. Now we got to go find the freaking remote control and where it goes to. I know. I should have them in the areas that they're at, but my biggest problem is I'll get up and I'll move and I'll have a remote control in my hand and I'll set it down literally next to a remote control that's actually in another room. Then pick that remote control up and take that to another room. It goes on all day. That insanity goes on all day. So maybe I'll run it in that room right there. Now, okay, so we don't get this mixed up because I'm about to walk off with the remote control again. That's the one that goes in here. All right, that's the one that's going to go here. That goes over there. Now let's go over here to the one we have set up here. Make sure we have the right remote control on this one. And I told you, we don't use TVs in here. See that monitor in there? That's actually going to a friend. I'm giving that away. That's a 32-inch flat screen TV that's going to a friend. We don't use TVs in here. Only projection screens only. The only monitor I have up here is the one upstairs that I use for my digital display. That's it for basically for digital mapping, and that's it. Everything in here runs off projectors in this house. We don't have to depend on TVs. Screens do all the work for everything. All right, let me see. Now, one of these remote controls have to be it. It's not this one. It's not that one. Then it's got to be the one in my pocket then. All right, yeah, it's in the one in my pocket. All right, let's click that one. We're watching Shaun and the Sheep on here. All right, so that's the one for this one. Guys can watch your Shaun and the Sheep. That's literally all I watch on this screen. That's the gunmetal. What he claimed that came up too dark, but yet can be used in a fully lit environment. Something this screen can't do. And it sits in windows at that. Surrounded in windows. At 126 inches. 148 inches. Tropical 4K birds. Guys, want to check out some birds? $59 projector. See, your technology, well, I can't say your paint is nowhere near anything that we make. You can't even do this demonstration right here. I've done this so many times, it's not even funny. I come on here and just turn all my lights on in my home, and we can look at my screen. I don't have to sit in the dark. I don't need an expensive projector in order to get a beautiful image. I can do this with no problem whatsoever. I don't know where in the world, in your crazy fantasy world, that you have that you're thinking that you're basically on the same level of my technology. Seriously. I seriously think you have Groundhog Syndrome. I really think you have that. I think you wake up and you just forget everything I just basically schooled you on and do it all over again. I really do believe that. You have Groundhog Syndrome. Talked all that trash about gunmetal. There's gunmetal. That's the first orders for today. They just came in an hour ago. People don't believe your dumb nonsense because you know why? I can come in and do this. Something you can't do. My projector's only supposed to do 80 to 100 inches. You go to projectorcentral.com, look at my projector. It's not going to tell you how to do a 148 or 147 inch screen. They're not designed to do that. But with my technology, I can do that. I'll show you the screen in the next room. Get tired of schooling you every day. Every time I turn around, gotta teach you something new. You know this one right here, that's good? Right. Take it off. Because I'm gonna run that one for the day. I'm gonna watch my Dennis the Menace on that screen right there. Excuse my messy area. I was in here relaxing. This is the lounge area. It's gonna be messy. See that right there, Crow? This is how it's done. So if you're sitting there trying to do a demonstration on that fake gunmetal, and you're sitting in the dark because you're afraid your screen's not going to pull up. Matter of fact, I can pull a star screen. Well, we'll do that later. We don't have to do that now. Let's go upstairs and have some fun with the other screen. Now we got the right remote controls. So one of these go into that room over there. All right, so now we're in here. Plenty of window light coming in. There's my screen right there because I've already activated from downstairs. Something your screen can't do. My screen sits surrounded in windows. Window lights coming in, boom, hitting the screen, no problem. Let's make sure we got the right one in here. There we go. And that ultra short though sitting right there cost me 130 bucks. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
I don't know where you get this from. Like, seriously. Let me turn my lights on in case we ain't got enough light in here. Next, you know, he's gonna get some fabric and say, "Oh, this is Signature 17 fabric. I just got it from a customer." Man, you don't cut your good gracious, something wrong with you. Again, like I said, syndrome, we call groundhog syndrome. Starfield demonstration, which we asked you multiple times to do, but you won't do it because you're terrified of the Starfield. Starfield screensaver. Won't display it. Oh, we got some beautiful fish. Let's do the fish first. So I can sit here and watch cartoons, watch TV shows, whatever I want, for the environment. I haven't done a demonstration here in a while, have I? And you want to talk about quality. That's quality, Crow. This is what quality is. Being able to walk through your house and have your lights on. Look at that. Look at Mr. Sun. Even Mr. Sun up there like, bam! Fully lit environment, plenty of light, and still have your screen pull up on a projector that costs $130. Not $4,000, $130. That means the screen has to do all the work. I'll show you something even more impressive. I can come right here on an angle, and I can look here, and I can see my screen flat. We can see my speaker there, but flat. Corner to corner, nothing faded out. Outer space screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
I bet you right now, if you're watching this video, you can't do this right now. I bet you right now you can't do this. This is where the jealousy comes in at. Don't realize we do all our demonstrations live. This is where the jealousy comes from. Skyworth food demonstration. I don't know what came in that package. I hope it's my candy. Oh, could be my patties. Yeah. It is what it is, people. He's jealous. Faking demonstrations. Didn't even show the labels. I would have never saw that unless my friend, he broke down the video for me. He said, look at this. Where's the labels at? Where's the box at? Nothing. Just out of nowhere, you're just showing off two caps, one with black paint on it, and then you're basically pouring paint onto a gray screen. And you made sure you were careful not to show that label because, or if it did have a label, I don't think it did. What you did was when you basically took your body, when you poured it, you made sure it hit your body as you pushed it over so no one could see it. In order to prove that that's supposed to be our stuff, you have to display a label. And in my demonstrations, Metallica mix downstairs, or that UB mix, we got unboxings on them. You have nothing. We go to court, judge gonna ask you, well, how is that his product? Where's the label? How is that supposed I don't see his label there. So how is that his product? So like I said, later on, he's going to wake up the next day. He's going to forget this video ever happened. He's going to get groundhog syndrome. He's going to wake up the next day and he's going to go, I got an amazing idea. What I'll do is I'll take a container, I'll print out his label, put it on it, put it inside of a box, and also we can't do unboxing if you already had the paint already. So that's kind of going out the window. But he may try that one. Or he may just basically just stick it to a label, stick it to a container, and smear some paint on it like, he just didn't show it because he was afraid he was going to get sued because of the copyright. Nobody. So you can all understand this, how this works. If you did a side-by-side demonstration with the product, you wouldn't get sued over that. You got sued for basically taking our product to someplace that we shouldn't have been at to begin with, trying to make it and trying to copy it. That's where you got sued at. And then on top of that, you're going to get sued multiple times because the Instagram account that you designed, you used my copyright without my permission. I never gave you permission to use my copyright on the Instagram account. And because of that, that's why you're being sued again multiple times. Hopefully $150,000 for each time you used it. Heck, I'll even take $75,000 for each time you used it. But most likely, it's going to be somewhere between $150,000. That's like me going to Instagram and designing me a page of Pepsi Cola and saying, hey, don't drink Pepsi, there's crack in it. And then talking to customers and telling them, oh, I work for Pepsi. You don't want to blah, blah, blah. Yeah, guess what? That's a lawsuit right there. Stupid! You really think you're going to get away with that? You ever heard the term being too smart for your own good? So tonight, when it gets nice and dark, we're going to have a demonstration. Can Primer and his product, which are matching, can they see contrast? We're going to display a star field demonstration and a couple other dark contrast demonstrations only, because these are the demonstrations he skips over the most. He doesn't do these demonstrations ever in fully lit environments because the screen would wash out. So we're going to see if it can hit contrast. Because if you're telling me that the Cinemax that you have that is far lighter than the Metallica Mix 2.0, you're saying that product right there is pulling a heavy contrast level over a screen that's a little darker, and that should pull a better contrast level. I would say the Metallica Mix 2.0 would pull a better contrast level than your Cinemax because it's darker. You know, darker colors pull up heavier contrast levels. That's how it all works. So if you're trying to tell us, and that'd be a big load of crock, if you're trying to tell us that Cinemax pulls a contrast level higher than the Metallica Mix 2.0, then you're going to have to back that up. You're going to have to do that demonstration with a Starfield demonstration, and you're going to have to take either your Metallica Mix or you're going to have to take a black sheet of paper, either way doesn't make a difference, and prove it. But I'm willing to bet that if that paint is lighter than the Personal Mix, I guarantee you that the Metallica Mix 2.0 is bringing a heavier contrast level than that product that you basically have right there. Now, if that screen fades in a fully lit environment on a Starfield demonstration, and if we turn out the lights and that screen shows a better contrast level, that means the screen that you have right now will do much, much worse with the lights on. Which should be bright, beautiful colors. The screen will produce a good image. It'll produce a good image in a fully lit environment and with the lights out, but when you produce contrast, it's not going to show up, and when we show color, it's not going to show up. So you're going to go against the Prime Vision 2.0. That's anybody. It's called anybody screen paint, because that's not even screen paint, it's paint. We're going to call it the Prime Vision, which is kind of a really cool name to it, because it's Prime, because it's primer, Vision, because you're looking at it. We just added the 2.0. That was kind of interesting. LG snowboarding.
Getting that from
Boom. See, this screen can show white levels and contrast. And you've already been tested against the screen, so we already know the outcome of your product on the screen. And I can do it in a fully lit environment. All my lights are on. Look at the window lights. Well, hold on. I'm going to do something that you can't do in your videos. I'm going to look out the window. Which window should I look out? This one or this one? You know what? I'm going to look at this one right here because I don't want to hit the stream and people think I'm recording them. I can do something that you can't do in your video. I can do something that big companies don't do in their demonstrations. I can look out the window. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's quite lovely, is it not? Quite lovely. Look at that. See Mr. Sun trying to peek through right now? See that? And then I could turn around and go, voila! With no problem. Bam! Now am I showboating? Yeah, a little. I'm showboating a little bit. I'm having fun. And you're comparing your technology to my technology? Are you kidding me? You can't even match my demonstrations. Match one of them. One of them. Just match one of them. Just one. Just one. One. Let's try, I haven't used this screen in a while. I use this screen every day. This screen I use a lot. I use this every day.
At Panera, we take care of dinner time. We use fresh, clean ingredients to make mouth.
All right, I'm showboating. I know. But man, it's just funny how someone's gonna sit there and tell me like, oh, I got the same thing you have. Yeah. Or my personal favorite is you're trying to show people that our technology is supposed to come up dark, and yet you're showing up these demonstrations in a dark environment because you can't turn the lights on because your screen will wash out. Can't even do the fake demonstration with the lights on. That's how sad that is. When I get done building my 250-inch Black Nova screen in the backyard, that screen is going to obliterate your product, all of them, in one hit. And that's what I plan to do. I'm going to buy all your products and I'm going to obliterate every last one of them on that black technology at 250 inches. You're going out in a big way. Two ways you're going out in a big way. That lawsuit, and I'm going to obliterate your product once and for all. Gone. Against a 250-inch black, you want to challenge a Black Nova? You got your opportunity outside on 250 inches of it. Have all your product lined up against there. Knock them all out in one hit. Since you're supposed to be better than a Black Nova. And keep in mind, what you don't understand either too, is that if the screen's coming out so dark, how come we're producing better color than your screen? Froggy, froggy on the wall. Yeah. Now I told you, the screen has to hit a certain white level. If that white level is too high, that means colors are going to wash out. White level has to be a certain color. That's the part everybody misses. That's the most easiest and most obvious thing about screen technology. Everybody's so bent on thinking that the colors have to be nice and bright on white levels in order for you to get bright, beautiful images. And I keep telling you, that's a lie. The bottom line is, it has to be a certain tone of a white level. Color red. But you got color red. Here we go. Color red. There you go. See, your white levels are too high, and that's why your screen can't pick it up. Where the black screen's white levels are just right to be able to pick up a nice, deep, rich level. See, because when the white levels are, I'm going to give you a break here, because I know the light we have, you're not used to it. You're not used to the window light, so I'm going to help you out there and take out the window light for you because you're not used to that. And I'll take out my overhead lights to give you a chance. There you go. That's with the window shut and with just my overhead lights out. If I had you painted on this screen, or if I had an acoustic surface that was the color of your screen, this is what I would be getting right now. So what happens is your white levels are so high that basically they are overshadowing the contrast. And the contrast levels, if you don't have that, then that basically is going to overshadow your color. And that's why you can't see red. This is why you're being told, calibrate. Calibrate, calibrate. Yeah.
Is the moment you
Calibrate.
choose. Purchase or lease a new Infiniti QX80 online today with Infiniti Now.
Now, like I said, when it comes to a black screen, the white levels have to be a certain level, which means it has to be high enough where the colors are going to come up nice and bright. White levels are going to come up nice and bright, as you've seen me display before we put this product up there. It has to be a certain level. It can't be too high, because if it's too high, the balance gets dropped. And that means now you're dealing with a screen where the contrast levels start to drop. If the contrast levels drop, then well, then you're dealing with that. Now, the Metallica Mix 2.0 matches the Prime Vision perfectly, which is the $15 a gallon of primer we have downstairs, painted on a 92-inch screen. So just consider that to be both. It's a Metallica Mix 2.0, and it's the primer being tested all at the same time. Oakley dokley, oakley dokley. All right, let's get, did we do blue yet? Yeah, we do blue. Color blue.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. Can't see blue. Don't need a $4,000 projector to see that one. See? Not even coming up at all, period. Now, can you imagine? Oh, we do have this painted on a giant screen downstairs. I forgot about that. All right, let's do what we've been asked to do when it comes to contrast levels. Let's do a Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Boom, 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 boom. Sir Sandman. Sandman. Boom, 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 boom. Let's use this one right here. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, yeah. There you go. No contrast. No contest, no contrast. This demonstration did for the customer, and Conti was blinking lights on and off in that demonstration. Is that a contrast levels are not pulling? I've never seen the silent plates. I've never seen the first one. This is why you didn't start the demonstration off with the first title, because it showed an all black screen. You didn't start it off there. You picked and chopped up the video where you wanted it to start at. Like right there. That's where you started it. You skipped the intro. Notice that, yeah. Mine, this right here, it's a $130 projector. So which doing more? Is it my projector outperforming your projector? Or is it my screen outperforming your screen? Which one is it? Completely washed out. And we don't have any light on it here at all. All our lights are off. So keep in mind, if your Cinemax, and that's the personal mix up there, is lighter than that, oh my goodness, that, you know what that screen's going to do to you? You know what Black Nova will do to your screen? Not that fake nonsense you're mixing together. That's why I think we have to order that. We need to order and get that down here, because I'm going to do snow demonstrations, everything, all white levels off that screen with your product. Mind you, we do it against white sheets of paper. So if we do it against white sheets of paper, and a white sheet of paper is brighter than your Cinemax, then what do you think is going to happen to your screen when it gets on your Nexo Black Nova? Again, like I said, he doesn't think all this through. Bull in the China shop. When a bull goes to a China shop, he's not thinking, I'm going to tippy-toe through this. No, he goes in there buck wild, destroying everything in his path. Not thinking correctly. If you feel that I'm wrong in this demonstration, feel free to mimic. Let's go over to, let me see. Ooh, I forgot about this. This is Cat Trump, right? Yeah, Cat Trump. We'll do some beautiful scenery. Put you a little closer up. I'm gonna sit over here on my pen and relax. Ugh. Ugh. You just don't learn. Hey, you remind me of the Wile E. Coyote. You remember? Or you remind me of that. You do. Like you come up with all these genius ideas to think that you're basically going to be able to capture the Roadrunner, and oh wow, I just keep outing you for what you are. You're a fake. You are. But I'm going to say it again. If you feel that I did this demonstration incorrect, feel free to mimic or do better, which you're not going to do. Let's go to the ocean at nighttime. Sony demonstrations.
Getting up on YouTube.
Let's see. Oh no. No. I know what I want. Clear. Let's go with this has color and contrast. What am I gonna have for dinner tonight? Got my extension cords in, which is good because I need them. I need them for something I'm working on. Something crazy I'm working on. And I can't wait to get on the whatchamacallit screen, the arcade screen. I love the freaking arcade screen so much. Even more than the vertical screen. I love it more than the vertical screen. That screen is so much fun. I just got to get myself a really cool joystick, like a really good joystick for that game. For that the whole setup. Because that Pac-Man is a nightmare without a joystick.
This year made us rethink our living space. We found so much to love at Raymore and Flanagan.
Hope you're watching, Crow. This is you ever heard of Crow's Humble Pie? That's what you need right now. There you go. And if your Cinemax is lighter than that personal mix, oh, it's gonna struggle big time. But like I said, we're gonna buy all your products. I already got 3 of them already. I'll get the rest of them. And then we'll put you up against the 250 out in the backyard, Black Nova. And we're doing that demonstration at 6 o'clock in the evening. I'll be broadcasting that one live on Facebook, and I'll be broadcasting it live on YouTube. They'll all be posted to the website. Now, we've had your product against the gunmetal. We had it against all different forms of exotic screens. And oh, like I said, that demonstration on the exotic, complete fail. You know the key part of an exotic screen is the fact that it can display different colors. That's why that color pattern, you put that color pattern against other high performance screens and you show that the screen can basically change colors. You can do anything like that at all whatsoever. Again, another fast job, just like your eBay account. Fast job. Nothing there explaining to customers what they're buying, what they're getting, nothing. Fast, quick job, cutting corners. I'm gonna call you King Cutter, because you cut corners like no one else can. Notice we got the shades shut, so you can see. No lights coming in. We got it nice and dark in here, or somewhat. No overhead light. I canceled all the light in the environment. This is just basic light in the environment. That's all we got. So you're going to tell me that a screen, the Cinemax, that's lighter than these screens is going to pull up a better contrast level? Yeah, pish posh. Freaking magic wand did you get out of a box of cereal? That's like telling me a white screen can do a Starfield demonstration with perfect black levels. Colors are faded. Now white levels you can pick up. You'll have no problem with that. But everything else, see that brown in there? Faded and washed out. Background's faded and washed out. Going back to that flower real quick. Let me show you something right there. I'm like, well, but the flower's really bright. No, flower's faded out. See how washed out the image looks? That's how it's supposed to look. Color is supposed to be vivid, not washed out. And they go, but the white levels are good. Any screen that's going to be lighter than black technology is going to pull up a higher white level. That's just basic common sense. The thing is that you can't see color, you can't see contrast. But it ain't there for you. See? Can't believe it. I'm glad he showed me that too. I was like, wait a minute. I'm going through the video. I'm like, where's the box at? No unboxing? And why is he holding the container that way? How come you're not showing the labels? Where's the labels at? You didn't even show a label for a gunmetal. Where's the labels at? So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, you're doing a review on a product without a box and without showing the labels. Yeah, that's about as fake it gets. That shows you where the people who follow you will land at. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call people stupid, but good gracious, are you kidding me? No freaking labels presented. And he poured the container twice in that video, and he did not show that container. Each time he kept the container pressed down, and then what he did was he moved it behind his body and he moved it over to the next table. Twice he did that in a row. And somebody's supposed to believe your credibility. And that's the same screen that you painted that we did the demonstration that we were able to out you on the live demonstration using your product against a Black Nova, showing against the product you claimed that's supposed to be ours. Oh, how sad. All right, I'm out of here. I got things to do. I got to go eat, and then I got to be up later on because we still got to do that demonstration with the lights out contrast. That's going to be fun. I wish I had dimmers in there for that one because I can tell you just what we don't. It's just lights on, lights off. That's how it's going to be in there. But that'll give you an idea so you can see right there from the door that when I tell you that that's the reason why when they do contrast demonstrations, they do them in the dark. Even with big companies, the ambient light controlled environments, they have the light not too close to the screen because they don't want it to basically take out the, if any contrast pops up, they don't want to take out any of those contrast levels. You know what I mean? You got a screen you're trying to sell, so, you know, you got to do whatever you got to do to sell it. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I feel they lie. Yeah, they lie. So that demonstration tonight, we will be posting to the website as one of the bewares on how to watch out for people who do faulty contrast demonstrations. But those demonstrations are strictly being done in the dark. As I said before, if you're going to display a contrast level, it should be done in a fully lit environment. So that way you can see how the contrast is going to react to a fully lit environment. And if you constantly do demonstrations in the dark, then how is the customer going to know if he's going to display contrast, how it's going to react on the screen? That's why it's important to do that with the lights on. Lights on. Now we're in my element. This is my element. This is what I like to play in. Not that dark environment. And my environment's still not even dark. my big head. Boom, boom, boom. How much light's coming in? You can see my big head from the window. Oh. Ba-da. I'm in this window. I'm in that window. And yet our screen from edge to edge is showing the image, and this is washed out. But like I said, if you feel free that I've wronged you in the demonstration, feel free to match or better the demonstration. Not talk trash about me, match or better the demonstration. And please, can you do that demonstration with your product versus primer or that fake paint that you basically, or that paint you were giving away for free? You know, 2 tablespoons of black and white paint next to your product to see if it matches. Big head in the way. Boom! It's right there. Disappear. Boom! It's right there. All right, I'm done. I've had fun. Having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Let me get this off my screen. Ah, we got everything. Okay, we got the remote controls. They all stay up here, so that's good for that screen. Oh, I guess I'll shut it off later. My Sony. I can't believe I was downstairs in the basement all that time. I'm thinking like, I know I had a Sony projector. I know I bought one. I thought I gave it away. I really thought I gave it to somebody. I was trying to figure out where it went to. See how that works, Jamie? Do a demonstration upstairs with your product and then come downstairs to another screen in another fully lit environment surrounded by windows with a 126-inch screen. I hope he's watching the channel. Watch that for a while. Oh, wait, I put it over here. This time I put it up. Yay! All right, here we go. Starfield screensaver. Oh yeah, you want to leave the room for that one, don't you? But it's going to happen. See how the image pops up right there? I can sit there and watch TV, whatever I want. I don't know, it doesn't make a difference. And you said that our product came up dark, right? On the gunmetal, right? That's what you claim? I'm not testing one of your screens. I got both of them up there. Next to a gunmetal. Gunmetal, the real one, would blow your screen clean out the water on every level whatsoever. The screen is freaking amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's for those customers that want those nice white levels, but they don't want the dark screens. Some people don't want the dark screens. But you're trying to say you can compare it to a gunmetal? Do you know how dark a gunmetal is and how beautiful it is? Gunmetals have coating to allow them to be able to pull up white images. And yet your screen sits where? On the wall in darkness, where this screen sits in all this light. Really got to stop doing dumb stuff. You get embarrassed like this all the time. Color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see which color fades faster with all this light hitting the screen. Ooh, I told you. Now, remember when I told you that how he does demonstrations, if he does his product next to each other, he'll be right up on top of the screen like, look at the difference of the colors, look. You should be able to pull all the way back here and see a difference. This is what I mean by a difference. Not sitting all the way up on top of the screen trying to convince people that, look, it's slightly darker than the other one, so that makes it different. This is what you call a difference between night and day. You're not going to walk outside at nighttime and say, oh, look, it's daytime. No. You should be to stand back. And see a difference from here. I'm way back more than 12 feet. Yeah, my screen came up dark, sure, and you can't even pull a proper red level. Your screen, if my screen was so dark, then you wouldn't be able to see it. If I pulled back that far back, you wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't be able to see the color red. That's how I can debunk you as a liar and a fake. See, it's different when you do fake demonstrations and you say people are scammers. I can back this up live and show people and show them the science behind it on how you fake and how you do things that are wrong. And as I said before, my last demonstration, a screen is going to show a difference. You should be to move back 12 feet and you should be to see a difference at 12 feet. You shouldn't have to get all the way on top of the screen to show the difference. Like, these are two different screen paints here, right? All right. Prove my theory right here. One of these screen paints, it's going to pull a heavier red than the other one because it is a little darker. So, yeah, he's over there barbecuing. So if I go all the way back here, right, you can't tell the difference between one over the other. But you can tell the difference between the gunmetal and their product, can't you? Now, in order for him to show that off, he has to get all the way up close. Let's get close, let's get close, let's get close, let's get close. He's got to get this close up on the screen and say, look, see the difference? The red here is redder than here because it's a darker screen paint and therefore it's bringing up a much better red level. He's got to be that far to show you that close. Same thing, blue screen. Let's get close on the screen because let's just do it how he does it. Let's see if we can see which one produces the better color. It would be this one. They all look both the same to me. I'm just telling you right now. But look at this. See how much better the blues here? Of course, you wouldn't have this much light. We got way too much light in the environment. So it's too much light in here. Even if I take my lights out over top me, I still have the big windows that are pushing the light. So it's too much light in here. We have to be in a dark environment as he does it. We're going to do that tonight anyway. We're going to do that on the Prime Vision 2.0. But let's go back. So mind you, this is 18 feet where my projector hits at. So I'm way behind 18 feet in the next room. Way past 18 feet. Can't pull green at all. Green levels are not even there. The only thing you can pull is a higher white level, and that's it. Now, like I said, if our screens were coming out so dark that you couldn't see them, there's no way in the world you would be to see this color like this. Impossible. But he doesn't understand that. Tomorrow he will wake up with Groundhog Syndrome. He will forget this and he will start all over again. Like, you know what? I got an idea. I'm going to mix in black paint. I'm going to do a demonstration and convince everybody that his product is darker. And then the next day, we'll do it again. We'll bust them again. And again, you know what? I got an idea. I'll get up the next day. I'll mix black paint together and I'll convince the world that his product is dark. And then I'll get up and do the same thing again. It's funny. Let's pull up gray. Can you see gray? No, you can't see gray. How do you can't see gray? And this is the mine. You know how dark this screen is? Look how dark this screen is compared to yours. How in the world are you not seeing that? Here's green. Again, look at this. Look how dark my screen is. I'm gonna help you out here. We're gonna take a light here and part of the lounge. We'll remove that. I can't do anything about the windows, to tell you the truth. At all, here. I can't help you out there. Can't help you out there, Jack. I can kind of take out the lights there. Because then if I take the lights out, then I'll be in your category, and I don't want to be in the dark. I don't do stuff like that. I don't want to be in the dark, okay? We got to do a lights on anyway tonight anyway.
Comfort, it's a vibe, and Skechers Beach Casuals have that casual look and feel that fits your style perfectly. They're lightweight, understated footwear that slip on and off for easy comfort everywhere your day takes you. Relaxing by the pool or just bouncing around town. Chilling comfort.
Now, do I have to take the same video you did in your demonstration and put it up on a camera to show that demonstration, how you fake the gunmetal too? Because again, like the gunmetal, I haven't seen any labels. Nothing at all. You just happen to pop up, have a gunmetal. I think next week you're going to try to convince the world that you can basically squeeze a rock and get water out of it. That'll be the next one. I did it! I have it here on camera! This is sad, buddy. Let's go with some pink. I feel like some pink right now. It's kind of a pinkish, kind of purple. Nothing yet? All right. We got to find one of these colors to bring up. We got a slow color. Is this flashing? Because I hope it's not flashing. There we go. We're going to change our different colors out. Let's see if your screen can match the gunmetal in any way whatsoever. Being a lighter screen, you should be able to pick up a better color, right? Looks like you remain the same. The color's not changing. So how is it possible? I'm racking my head here. How is it possible that a gunmetal is supposed to come up that dark that you can't see, and yet it's producing beautiful colors where your screen remains the same? And yet both, we got two different screens up here. We have your Metallica and Personal up there, and they both look the same. Is it interesting or what? Would you like me to get some primer? I should get some primer. If this primer matches your screen, it's going to be bad. You know that, right? Let's go get some primer. The Prime Vision 2.0. Prime Vision 2.0. Prime Vision 2.0. The most advanced screen paint on the face of the planet. Prime Vision. Yes. Ultra short throw compatible. Fully ambient light rejection. Gives you the most crisp image you have ever had in your life. It is the ultimate screen paint of 2021. We call it Prime Vision 2.0. Well, buddy, hey, look. I'm not going to be nice to you anymore. I was being nice to you. And you're going to watch all your products get blown out on 250-inch Black Nova. You think that screen looks impressive? You see what they look like outside. They're freaking crazy outside. And I'm going to do this at 6 o'clock, and we're going to do this at nighttime, at dark. And that screen's going to level your screens, all of them, in one hit. Prime Vision 2.0. Prime Vision 2.0. Put it up there like this, like bam. Bam. Prime Vision 2.0. Hate to say it, but the primer looks better than your paint. It does. Why do not? It does. In some ways, look better than your paint. Hold on. Let's be sure about this. Let's be sure about this. Let's make sure we're sure about this, okay? Before we make that statement. Because we can't make that statement. We got to be sure about it. Is that primer coming up better than his product? I'm using this on a long throw now. get a little tape in there. We can make sure that we're 100% right on this. If we make any accusations that are not right. Let's see what that primer's doing over there. All right, that all looks the same. We need to get a little closer to the screen, to the Prime Vision 2.0. No, it's showing. It's showing. It's showing Prime Vision 2.0. All right, let's come out of Prime Vision 2.0. Let's go over to, let's see. 4K demonstrations. Okay, you're just having too much fun. Hey, look, you know what I mean? I can do this. I test my technology. I test it all day long. I'm constantly testing it.
The moment you realize
Constantly seeing exactly what I can do to the screen to make it fail. That's what I push my products to when everybody else is cutting corners. So for me to do this is a cakewalk. For them to do this, it's a freaking nightmare for them. Look, I don't even need LED lights behind the back of my screen to make my screen seem like there's more light in the environment. Not needed. Oh, Crow, when will you learn? When will you learn? Or are you going to learn? You definitely learn, but still when will you learn? I thought it was that like it sucks to the bottom, but it didn't. You really thought you could basically go against a gunmetal? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't know what product you had in that mixture. Yeah, again, but I'd really like to see that label in the box where the person shipped it from you to. But he doesn't have it because he fabricated it in his house. And he thought he could fool the world. That gotta be my neighbor's kids up the street. I like those kids. They're freaking hilarious. They kind of remind me when I was a kid growing up. You know, my brothers and all. They're a big family over there. But yeah. Very few kids I see that play outside. Everybody else is, all the other kids are in the house. Even without COVID, they were now stuck on gaming systems. And you wonder why Bobby weighs 400 pounds. Bobby don't get out and run. Kids got to get out and run and play. Jump. Skin their knees, get Band-Aids, get cookies and all that good stuff. Gotta go out and play. Not be stuck in the house on the machine all day. All right, Alexis is frozen on me for some reason. Anytime. Thank you. Anytime. I like Joan on Predator. Like, hurry up, hurry up. Anytime, anytime.
Cookies and milk.
Hey, it's me, your skin.
Like I said, you're bringing white levels up, but you're not going to. So, trying to explain that a gunmetal is that dark that you can't see it? Nah, I'm sorry. That doesn't work. Look how your red levels are washed out on that screen. Look how bad that looks, how bad the red levels are washed out. What am I going to have for dinner tonight? I should just order pizza, but then again, can't order pizza because can't have cheese. I'm allergic to sauce. Kind of messed up, ain't it? So what do you order? I was talking to a friend, I'm like, what the freak do I order? And they can't. So what about white sauce? Can't have white sauce on it because I think it's Parmesan cheese. Can't have cheese. So what kind of pizza would you call that? It's called a meat roll. Pretty much that's what it is. Because there's nothing else I can have on it. At least before I had the freaking respiratory from the mold poisoning, I could have cheese. Oh my goodness. Cheese, cereal, yogurt, dairy products. Can't have any of that now. Because that causes, I hope you're not eating, but it causes a mucus buildup in my chest that can turn into cement and make it extremely difficult for me to breathe and function. So therefore I can't have it. But I've been looking at ways to basically try to have cereal again. Like someone was talking about coconut milk, which has no freaking milk in it at all. So I bought some. I have some here. It's got a little vanilla taste, so it's pretty good. So I'm going to go on Amazon and buy me a bunch of boxes of cereal. And if it doesn't work out, and basically something goes wrong in my head that tells me otherwise, you know, because sometimes some of that stuff can be, you know, in your head, I'll just give it to my little ones. And they got a bunch of cereal. But yeah, I'm gonna see if that works. Because, man, if I can get, at least if I can get cereal back, man. Cereal. I know it sounds like a crazy rant, but, man, I ate cereal like Jerry Seinfeld, man. I had rolls and boxes. I love freaking cereal. And watching that with some cartoons, oh, that is happiness, man. But to sit there and be eating cereal out of a box with no freaking milk, man, that sucks. So hopefully this works, man. Bad enough I had to give up cheese, and I love freaking cheese. And soda. And chocolate. So there's a couple things I had to give up. Because caffeine, can't have that either. Caffeine will trigger off some bad stuff. Yeah, at least I can get my cereal back. Oh, man, if this works, I'm going to go out and get myself a freaking salad bowl with an ice cream scooper. And that Lucky Charms again, Fruity Pebbles, and Captain Crunch. Oh, man, that'd be so nice. That'd be really, really nice to have. Never take the ability to be able to go for granted. I did. I took it for granted. Never take that ability. Just to be able to just take a breath of air. Never take it for granted. Never take it for granted. Never take anything for granted. You never know what you're going to lose one day. But I do plan to have cereal. Yes! Well, like I said, the screens we test against our products, like I said, we got to test the matinee silvers. We've got to test screens that are far more lighter than my screens. I know that. They are going to pull up a higher and brighter level. That is true. All right. That's basic common sense. But it's not going to make the screen look so dark you can't see it. And this is where Mr. Groundhog Day Joe, for some reason, keeps coming up with this theory that our products come up dark. We do live demonstrations. He does pre-recorded in the dark. But there you go. I couldn't announce that enough already. So as you can see in all my demonstrations, same thing. White levels, contrast levels, color levels, more bright levels. LG snowboarding demonstration. Batteries at 15%, people. We got to squeeze these in here quick. So again, Fernando, where's this dark image supposed to be coming up on this gunmetal you so-called had that's supposed to be our product? And our product is supposed to be coming up that dark. Because I don't see a dark screen that's so dark you can't even see it. Skyworth food demonstration. Notice I'm randomly grabbing these videos and we're live right now, which means anything could go wrong. You know why I'm not worried? Because I've done these tests already on Certify screens already. Not no freaking primer screen paint or primer paint or whatever it is. Certify gray screens. This is why when you do these demonstrations, it's laughable. Because we do these against certified gray screens. Matinee Silver, Seymour AV 1.3, even whatchamacallit has something called a pure silver, which is made by Daylight. So we have to do these demonstrations. We do them all the time. But you think, could you come in there with your special product and that's supposed to make everybody go, ooh, that's how it looks? Not figuring out that we've done these demonstrations on certified products already that are light gray screens. But again, he has groundhog syndrome. Literally, with him, it's like watching a dog trying to catch his tail. There's a bell attached to it. Let's go switch over to the other one so we can get all this done so I can go get myself something to eat. And then it'll say, but look at the image. It's coming up brighter. It's supposed to come up brighter. It's a lighter screen, Einstein. How dumb can you freaking be? I don't like to scream at people like this, but he is so stupid. Common sense would tell you that. If we're testing our product against light gray screens that are certified, we do expect for the screens to produce a higher white level, which means they're going to produce a slightly brighter level than our screen. We know this already. But we also know that because their white levels are so high, their colors are going to fade and contrast levels are going to fade. Good gracious. Not screaming at you people, just this particular idiot. My goodness. I swear you wouldn't even know what color was in a box of crayons if you had a magnifying glass and was sticking dead in your face. I mean, the dumb stuff this person does. My goodness, like it's a big thing. Oh, look at this right here. Yeah, stop. Do the products correctly. If you want our products, go to our website and order it. Do a proper unboxing and flash the labels. Freaking feather, Griff. My goodness. You know, one of these days on Groundhog Day, your head's going to pop out of that hole. That's going to be the funniest day of my life. I knew it. I knew he was a groundhog. Kind of looked like a groundhog. All right, okay. I'm crossing the line there. That was disrespectful. I apologize for that one. Sorry about that. That was wrong. You don't do that. You don't say that. So, to Mr. Fernando, I apologize for that one. That was disrespectful. Other than that, you do get on my nerves from time to time, but I do find you quite hilarious in other times. You do. I'm telling you, when I retire, I'm really going to miss you. I might send you flowers. You still have a place to live. All right. That was wrong, too. I apologize. Disrespect. I'm wrong. Sorry about that. This is it. Man, come on. You're jealous. You are so freaking jealous. The jealousy is strong in this one. Oh, my goodness. The jealousy is strong in this one. I use the force of the jealousy. Let's go to...
Think about what you could think about when you're not thinking about weeds.
I can never understand how people play frisbee golf. That looks really freaking crazy hard. I watch people play it. Like, how? How do you get that thing to curve around the trees and land in? Man, that is good. That is really good. Frisbee golf. I don't know who invented that. Now, see, this is the stuff that I'm going to find myself sitting here watching when I'm off camera. Like, who the freak invented frisbee golf? Who came with the idea? Because I'm always curious about stuff like that. Ah, man. You know what gets me? What gets me is when you were addressing me in that video that you deleted, were those TV monitors that your TVs that you had in there? How do you have TVs and you have screen paint? If you develop screen paint, you should not have any TVs in your house that you're actually using at all. The only monitor I have is one for the security system, and the other one has to be used for the scanning, for the projector scanning. They have to be used for that, for the camera. That's it. And you see the size of that thing. You ain't watching nothing off that. But your main screens throughout your house, everything you use, even my office computer upstairs runs off a projector. Must not trust your product that much. Oh well. Starfield demonstration. Let's go into, oh, remember, let's go here for a minute. Now this is where the gunmetals shine. They can pull the white levels, they can pull the colors and all that, but gunmetal's strong points in this technology is contrast. That's why I went back and showed the demonstrations of we can switch over. We're not going to hide anything. We're not going to just switch to say, keep the certain colors that make the screen look good, or certain videos to make the screen look good. We will go on levels, and I will show you, well, look, this is where their screen's going to produce a higher white level, but our screen's still going to maintain a level that's not going to make the screen so dark that it's unwatchable. That's that dumb nonsense he tries to basically pull off. And now we're going to show you where the screen's strong points are at, its contrast capabilities. And I'll tell you something, there's a difference. You can smell the difference between a bad barbecue and a good barbecue. I've smelled a bad barbecue. It literally smells like somebody took cheap cologne and tires and set them on fire. That's a bad barbecue. That good barbecue, be like, good gracious. Who is cooking what? Oh, it says 13 hours. Is this fire? Oh, some abstract art. I like this. We got to do some rear projection screen demonstrations. I haven't had time to do those. We got some people that want to use those for parties and stuff like that, the rear projection screen technology, especially the black. So we got to do some more of those. It should be easy to get plexiglass now. It really should be. Which I'm gonna see if I can order me some plexiglass. At first, it's hard to get plexiglass. Let me see if I can get plexiglass now. Now there's a company that has that plexiglass for. I'm gonna go past all this because we've done this to death. I'm gonna put something a little lower right there. There's a company that has plexiglass that you can get for, I think it's $48, and that's including shipping. And that's a 4x8. That's that real flexible, the one I use upstairs for the floor. That's that right there. It's kind of like fiberglass. That's what it is, fiberglass. All right, so we got the Prime Vision 2.0. Prime Vision. It's getting dark in here, you know what that means, right? Soon we're going to be setting up for that dark contrast demonstration. That's going to be coming soon. So let's see if screen paints, gray screen paint mixes, including the Prime Vision 2.0 or primer, can see contrast. Lights on and off demonstration. Yeah, you beat a gunmetal. And that, I like that fast demonstration. We just showed the movie and it just flashed across the screen and says, oh, there you go. No, buddy. That don't work that way. See how thorough I am in this demonstration of showing off your product versus mine, how thorough I am. This is how you have to be. The problem is if he basically shows anything that has contrast in it, that is going to conflict with this screen. That's the problem. I hope you do a demonstration because I'm going to mimic it on that screen. Any demonstration you do, it's going to be mimic on that screen. So if we're going to do it with the lights on at all times. And I bet you none of those demonstrations you won't see any contrast levels. Now, I like this technology. You know why? Because, of course, when they have New Year's Eve ball drops, they're still going to have guidelines out there. In 2020, I basically had my screen set up so I can watch, go on live, stream to New York City, and I can watch the fireworks right from my screen. It has sucked if I had this painted on it because that's what I would have gotten. New York City rockin' Eve. Let's see what we got going on this one. Here we go. See if I got something else. We can do a solar eclipse. What do we got here on a solar eclipse? Not it. Oh my goodness, they're not playing. See, I don't hear kids doing that no more. Discover how they make honey. See, this is what I should be doing right now. I should be in here watching my demos, watching my comments on here, my how-to videos. There's the tropical ocean. Can't watch it with your screen paint. That ain't gonna work. My ocean's not gonna come out correctly. And I love relaxation videos. I watch these all the time. This is what relaxes me. But that's not gonna work. See, that's why I said, anyone who's sitting there telling you, now like I said, if I'm gonna sit here and tell you that it's not good to use light gray screens, and we have a light gray screen, I'm gonna have to back it up. I gotta come in here and I gotta show you the difference between my light gray screen and primer. I gotta show you the difference between my light gray screen and other Certify screens. I gotta show you the difference between my light gray screen on low entry level projectors. Gotta back it up. I gotta show that it's different. And that's what we did with the ultralight grays. That's why I don't put it in the category with this. Ultralight gray is better than your screen paint, Crow. It's more affordable than your screen paint. And it can see a contrast in color better than your screen paint. And we put it against primer, and primer couldn't match it. Look at this. Colors don't come out right. You can't even pull the blue. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, look at this. We got the refrigerator. Oh, Mr. Bird. What if you have a white screen? I don't know. Let's see what happens if you got a white screen. Got a white screen at home. It sits in my windows. I can't see it at all because it's not picking up. But I got a really good projector. I get this from customers all the time. Because all the screens you get out there in the market are white screens. You can't go on Amazon without bumping into a white screen. I want to get the best picture quality I can from my projector. Mind you, Jamie, my projector behind me is a ViewSonic projector, SVGA, 800 by 600 res, 720p. The lowest you can get on the chain when it comes to 720p projectors. My projector when I first started off in here was a Sony VPL FH30. I had an FA30 and an FA36. The FA36 was 5200 lumens, 1920 by 1200. It was the WXGA projector. And then I downgraded that and I got a Sony VPO FH30, which was 1920 by 1200, but it was 4300 lumens instead of 52. Then I went and got myself a Christie projector. 4300 lumens. This one was a little more higher grade because it produced much more better color. Still 1920 by 1200 WXGA. Then I went and got the ultra short throw projector, which was an XGA at 3600. They're 3600 lumen projectors. That's what I downgraded to. An XGA projector from a projector that was 1920 by 1200 1080p. And then I downloaded even farther to the projector we have behind me, which is SVGA 800 by 600 720p. See, it just shows you that I don't have to buy an expensive, crazy projector in order to get a beautiful image. I can downgrade my technology and still outperform your stuff with no problem. Which means at the end, the screens do all the work. And keep in mind, my projector sits back farther than yours, 18 feet and some change, and my screen's at 126 inches and sits in a bay of windows. Booyah. You want to talk about quality. My customers can look at that projector and go, huh, I can do better than SVGA. Yeah, you could. A lot better than SVGA. Shoot, an XGA projector is better than this thing behind me. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. It's all fake. It's fake. It's not even real. It's not real. This is what I'm gonna get. It's fake. It's fake, people. It's fake. It's not real. It's a live demonstration. It's in real time. It's using special effects. I'm using special effects. The lighting in his environment is just too much. It's green. An environment shouldn't have that kind of lighting. What, so your entire house is supposed to be dark 24/7 like a cave? You got to calibrate your projector. You have to calibrate it. Of course you got to calibrate it. Look at your screen. It's not even picking up color correctly. Of course you're going to have to calibrate it. Putting that white sheet of paper in the middle of the screen. You should not be doing demonstrations, telling people how demonstrations should be done. No, you shouldn't be doing that. Now, what was that you said about a gunmetal again, Jamie? I'm pretty sure now Mr. Jamie has learned his lesson. Well, no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Forgot. He's got groundhog syndrome. He's going to wake up the next day, and he's probably going to take that fake gunmetal without no labels attached to it, no real unboxing, and going to say, well, hey, we're going to do a demonstration of gunmetal, and this is how dark it comes up. That's like what we just did to him just a few minutes ago. He has groundhog syndrome. Let me get you off my screen. Sorry about that. Hey people, I'm John. I'm gonna watch some TV. Time to relax for the day. You know what? I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. I got time. I still got to process more orders tonight. I'm gonna give you time to think about this. Then tomorrow morning we'll start on early at 6 o'clock because we got to be up before the sun gets up to do that demonstration. So the lights out. We'll do that tomorrow. Time for me to relax and enjoy my day. Like I said, at the end of the day, our products are real. Like I said, live demonstration, no pre-recorded. You see them snapping my hands in real time in front of you. And despite whether people like me or not, my product is the best, and it is. I can back it up 100%. I got demonstrations to back up my technology on just about every level you could possibly think of. We've done it. And you see me basically go over and beyond to bring out the best technology for my customers. But these individuals like this that do fake demonstrations over jealousy of other people's products, and there have been people that have called him out before. There's a couple of people that called him out, called him a deceitful liar, and how he does fake demonstrations on any other product that comes to his apartment. He would try to downgrade it as much as possible to make his product work or make it look good. But at the end of the day, like I said, if someone's going to tell me that my product is matching something, sure enough, I'm going to go out there and prove them wrong. Just like if you're going to go out there and say that my product is so dark you can't see it, I'm going to go out there and prove them wrong and show you hard evidence showing you how he's faking it and how he's doing these demonstrations against us and how he's in the wrong. But if someone's going to sit there and say my product is primer, wouldn't you think that you would go out and do a demonstration with primer versus your screen and try to show a huge difference? You can't do that because it's going to match. It's going to come too close to his screen. He's going to cut corners, which means he's going to do it in the dark, and he's basically going to try to change it or alter it anyway. Nobody. You need to have that can there, pop that can open fresh, paint it onto the surface, put your product against it, do the demonstration, do white levels, do contrast levels, levels that you are afraid to go near. Do those contrast levels, including the Starfield demonstration. Do all those bright colors, everything. And then show us that there's a huge difference between night and day of your product and primer. Because I can stick you against a gunmetal screen and I can walk into the kitchen and you can still see a bright red image coming at you, but your screen does not show nothing at all. That's the difference between my product and yours. All right, with that being said, I'm going to enjoy my day. Thank you all. And